Même affaire. Ici, dans le fond, là, les retombées là, au préalable, on les enlevait. Là, il y a un petit changement technique. Ça, c'est l'entrée E. Vraiment tout changé au complet. Comme vous voyez, c'est occupé, c'est habité. Le monde sont ici en permanence. Les clients sont là. Il n'y a plus de tapis, on enlève tout de suite. qui était de l'aluminium, puis là, on vient tout le changer pour du nouveau mat. Tout ce qui est vestibule ici, dans le fond, qu'est-ce qui est panneau informatique, ça va être changé au complet. Qu'est-ce qui est ici, il va y avoir un nouveau banc pointant en ébénisterie. Qu'est-ce qui est sur la colonne?
Yeah, I don't think my skin's light enough for this. They are so far out. That's crazy.
Votre rapport d'inspection identifie des endroits à risque sur votre immeuble. Chaque mois d'attente peut transformer une réparation planifiée en réparation d'urgence. Après plus de 25 ans d'expérience dans le domaine, voici l'une des erreurs les plus fréquentes que nous observons chez les gestionnaires d'immeubles et les syndicats de copropriété. La majorité pense qu'un problème qu'on a aujourd'hui sur votre immeuble va coûter sensiblement la même chose dans 6 mois ou même dans 1 an. Malheureusement, votre rapport d'inspection identifie des endroits à risque sur votre immeuble. Chaque mois d'attente peut transformer une réparation planifiée en réparation d'urgence. Après plus de 25 ans d'expérience dans le domaine, voici l'une des erreurs les plus fréquentes que nous observons chez les gestionnaires d'immeubles et les syndicats de copropriété. La majorité pense qu'un problème qu'on a aujourd'hui sur votre immeuble va coûter sensiblement la même chose dans 6 mois ou même dans 1 an. Malheureusement, avec les températures extrêmes du Québec, c'est rarement le cas. Les infiltrations d'eau continuent en progression, les cycles de gel-dégel accélèrent en progression, les cycles de gel-dégel accélèrent la détérioration. Et les problèmes initialement localisés peuvent vite prendre de l'ampleur et affecter une plus grande partie de votre façade. Dans certains cas, il aurait pu être une intervention préventive qui finit rapidement en situation d'urgence. Et ça n'est pas une intervention préventive, une plus grande partie de votre une plus grande partie de votre façade. Dans certains cas, il aurait pu être une intervention préventive qui finit rapidement en situation d'urgence. C'est ça, ça nécessite des interventions plus importantes et beaucoup plus coûteuses. La bonne nouvelle, c'est sur plan faire plusieurs de ces problèmes dans l'objet. Par être corrigé de façon ciblée. Tout ça grâce aux techniques de maçonnerie sur corps. Ça permet d'éviter qu'une simple réparation devienne un projet d'envergure beaucoup plus coûteux. Lorsqu'un rapport d'inspection identifie les correctifs à apporter, agir rapidement permet non seulement de protéger votre immeuble, mais aussi d'éviter que les coûts augmentent avec le temps. Parce qu'attendre un an en maçonnerie coûte rarement moins cher. Et lorsque vient le temps d'intervenir, nos maçons sur corde peuvent réaliser vos travaux plus rapidement, plus efficacement et à moindre coût que les méthodes conventionnelles. N'attendez pas qu'il soit trop tard. Confiez votre revêtement. La détecte. Après plus de 25 ans d'expérience dans le domaine, voici l'une des erreurs les plus fréquentes que nous observons chez les gestionnaires d'immeubles et les syndicats de copropriété. La majorité pense qu'il y a un problème qu'on a aujourd'hui sur votre immeuble, c'est essentiellement la même chose 6 mois ou même dans 1 an. Malheureusement, avec les températures extrêmes du Québec, c'est rarement le cas. Les infiltrations d'eau continuent en progression, les cycles de gel-dégel accélèrent la détérioration. Les problèmes initialement avec ces peuvent prendre de l'ampleur et affecter une plus grande partie de votre façade. Dans certains cas, il y a une intervention préventive qui peut rapidement en situation d'urgence. C'est ça, ça nécessite prendre de l'ampleur et affecter une plus grande partie de votre façade. Dans certains cas, il aurait pu être une intervention préventive. Préventive puis rapidement
fuck? ¿Qué tal?
Buenos días. De Oliver Trowing, ¿ayer lo corregiste con sus fuentes o qué más que hay que hacer?
Ah, ya me mandó correcciones.
Ah,
No la vi, la verdad no te puedo decir qué son. Déjame.
de los 3 millones de dólares sí entendí que hay que ponerle lunes, martes, miércoles.
Sí, ha visto eso.
Sí.
Ya eso empieza entonces. Ya te mando las correcciones luego. Que le planchage. Tac.
think my skin's light enough for this.
There we go. Ya dime.
En la primera indicación que dijo era de 8.33, ¿no es cierto? Por minuto. Pero ahora hay
Quiere por día ahora.
ahora es por día.
Ahora es por día. Y cada 2 segundos quiere que como que cambias el día.
O
Tac,
sea,
tac,
mejor
tac.
dicho, hay que hacerlo otro marcador.
Ya tienes que hacer de 0 hasta. Te ha dicho, a ver,
Cada 11.000 y algo el día.
tiene que hacer. Sí, de 0 hasta el 83.965, pero en una semana. Así que el video va a durar como 14 segundos. Cada 2 segundos es un día, un nuevo día.
Ya.
Ya. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, puff. I think we're good. We're good.
Si tus videos no pasan de 2.
With my link tree.
Views.
Okay, let's go. That's it.
Let's go. That's it. Let's go. That's it. Let's go. That's it.
Holy shit. Sound was fucked up. What's up?
En situation.
Test.
Test.
The fuck, pourquoi ça sonne 2 fois?
Puis rapidement en situation d'urgence. Et ça. 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 Puis rapidement en situation d'urgence. Et ça.
What the
Puis rapidement en situation d'urgence. Et ça. Ça nécessite des interventions plus importantes et beaucoup plus coûteuses. La bonne nouvelle, lorsqu'ils sont pris en charge, plusieurs de ces problèmes peuvent être corrigés de façon ciblée. Tout ça grâce aux techniques de maçonnerie sur corde. Ça permet d'éviter qu'une simple réparation devienne un projet d'envergure maçonnerie sur corde. Ça permet d'éviter qu'une simple réparation devienne un projet d'envergure beaucoup plus coûteux. Lorsqu'un rapport d'inspection nos maçons sur corde peuvent réaliser vos travaux plus rapidement, plus efficacement et à moindre coût que les méthodes conventionnelles. N'attendez pas qu'il soit trop tard. Confiez votre revêtement Votre rapport d'inspection identifie les endroits à risque sur votre immeuble. Chaque mois d'attente peut transformer une réparation planifiée en réparation d'urgence. Après plus de 25 ans d'expérience dans le domaine, voici l'une des erreurs les plus fréquentes que nous observons chez les gestionnaires d'immeubles et les syndicats de copropriété. La majorité pense qu'un problème qu'on a aujourd'hui sur le donc essentiellement des choses dans 6 mois, même dans un an. Malheureusement, avec les températures extrêmes qui étaient, c'est rarement le cas. Les infiltrations d'eau, conditions d'application des cycles de gel des vols accélèrent la détérioration. Les problèmes initialement réalisés comme des ventilateurs et avec une couille en partie dans la salle. Dans certains cas, il y a besoin d'intervention préventive qui est rapidement de prendre. Immense situation de puis rapidement en situation. En situation d'urgence. Situation d'urgence. En situation. Immense situation d'urgence. Immense situation. En situation. Situation d'urgence. Situation d'urgence.
Amor, fíjate, estoy en vivo en TikTok, pero cuando yo lo miro es como el sonido está horrible. ¿Puedes fijarte y decirme si hay un problema en tu celular? Fíjate, ¿eh?
Estás conectado.
¿Ah?
¿En qué TikTok estás? Tienes tanto que no sé cuál.
Les pirates de l'algo.
Ah, la cuenta en francés.
Este.
Yeah.
Ya voy a poner el sonido, me avisa si está horrible o si... A
Te
ver,
voy a cortar porque no escucho, estoy con mi celular.
ya.
Et ça nécessite des interventions en situation d'urgence. Et ça nécessite des interventions plus importantes et beaucoup plus coûteuses. La bonne nouvelle, lorsqu'ils sont pris en charge, plusieurs de ces problèmes peuvent être corrigés de façon ciblée. Tout ça grâce aux techniques de maçonnerie sur corde. Ça permet d'éviter qu'une simple réparation devienne un projet d'envergure beaucoup plus coûteux. Lorsqu'un rapport d'inspection identifie des correctifs lorsqu'un rapport d'inspection identifie des correctifs à apporter, agir rapidement permet non seulement de protéger votre immeuble, mais aussi d'éviter que les coûts augmentent avec le temps. Parce que attendre un an en maçonnerie coûte rien. Nos maçons sur corde peuvent réaliser vos travaux plus rapidement, plus efficacement et à moindre coût que les méthodes conventionnelles. N'attendez pas qu'ils soient plus rapides. Votre rapport d'inspection.
Sí, ¿cómo es? ¿Cómo lo ves?
inspection identifie est beaucoup plus rapide. Votre rapport d'inspection de maçonnerie calfeutrage. Vous vendez des immeubles multilogements dans le Grand Montréal. Un immeuble non conforme à la loi 122 peut faire détruire un achat. Que vous représentiez l'achat ou le vendeur, il y a deux choses que vous devez absolument savoir. Chaque année, des immeubles se retrouvent avec des problèmes pour des coûts trop grands dans les processus de vente. Lorsqu'un rapport des élèves est collectif à effectuer rapidement, les acheteurs veulent aussi une réponse rapide. Combien coûtent les travaux? Dans quel délai sont organisés? À quel point ces problèmes vont impliquer la vente? C'est précisément là que les maçons spécialistes s'occupent de faire toute la différence dans le processus de vente. Depuis plus de 20 ans, on accompagne des gestionnaires d'immeubles, des syndicats de condos, des investisseurs confrontés à des problématiques de maçonnerie calfeutrage en vente. Grâce aux technologies d'accessoires, plusieurs interventions peuvent être effectuées sans la scène ni la ce qui réduit considérablement les délais d'exécution et la logistique habituelle associée à ce genre de travaux. Dans la plupart des cas, les travaux sont réalisés plus efficacement, plus rapidement et dans les moindres coûts habituels. Et devant jusqu'à 50% moins cher que les coûts des méthodes traditionnelles. Pour un courtier, ça signifie moins d'incertitude, moins de délais et davantage de chances de maintenir la transaction. Lorsque votre client a besoin d'une réponse rapide concernant une façade ou leur rapport à la 122, les autres pratiques d'avoir en contact un spécialiste qui est capable d'évaluer rapidement la situation et de proposer en vos contacts un spécialiste qui est capable d'évaluer rapidement la situation et de proposer des solutions concrètes. Vous désirez en savoir plus? Cliquez juste en dessous. Vous vendez des immeubles qui est capable d'évaluer rapidement la situation et de proposer des solutions. Vous vendez Votre rapport d'inspection identifie des endroits à risque sur votre immeuble. Chaque mois d'attente peut transformer une réparation planifiée en réparation d'urgence. Après plus de 25 ans d'expérience dans le domaine, voici l'une des erreurs les plus fréquentes que nous observons chez les gestionnaires d'immeubles et les syndicats de copropriété. La majorité pense qu'un problème qu'on a aujourd'hui sur votre immeuble va coûter sensiblement la même chose dans 6 mois, même dans 1 an. Malheureusement, avec les températures extrêmes du Québec, c'est rarement le cas. Les infiltrations d'eau continuent en progression, les cycles de gel-dégel accélèrent la détérioration. Les problèmes, spécialement les développeurs qui avec une plus grande partie de la façade. Ça inclut le demander des immeubles.
Le jour où ton médecin commence à te parler de médicaments, c'est le signe que tu aurais dû commencer à agir un petit peu avant. Pression, cholestérol, glycémie, apnée du sommeil, des affaires que tu n'aurais jamais pensé possible que quelqu'un te parle à ton âge. Hein? Ton médecin te donne deux choix. Tu peux prendre des médicaments, prendre des pilules ou changer. Hein? Ton médecin te donne deux choix. Tu peux prendre des médicaments, prendre des pilules ou changer tes habitudes. Le problème, tu le sais, changer tes habitudes, là, tout seul, pas de système, pas d'accompagnement, sans partner, sans personne qui t'aide, qui est déjà passé par là avant toi. C'est très complexe. La preuve, tu as déjà essayé, tu es encore en train de regarder ça aujourd'hui. C'est exactement ce que je fais depuis 20 ans. Accompagner des gens comme toi qui ont reçu le signal ou qui sont sur le bord de recevoir, qui ne veulent pas se rendre là, à reprendre le contrôle de leur santé pour de vrai. Pas un challenge 30 jours, pas de patente sur le coin d'une table, pas juste un plan alimentaire. C'est un système complexe adapté à ta réalité, à toi. C'est un système complexe adapté. C'est un système complexe adapté à ta réalité, à toi. Ton coach RG est là. C'est un système complexe adapté à ta réalité, à toi. Ton coach RG.
Esto es lo que los está matando. Bro, what happened?
J'ai essayé, tu es encore en train de regarder ça aujourd'hui. C'est exactement ce que je fais depuis 20 ans.
Test.
Accompagner des gens comme toi qui ont reçu le signal ou qui sont sur le bord de recevoir. Qui ne veulent pas se rendre là, à reprendre le contrôle de leur santé pour de vrai. Pas un challenge 30 jours, pas de patente sur le coin d'une table, pas juste un plan alimentaire. C'est un système complexe adapté à ta réalité, à
Mm.
Ya lo envié todo lo que tenía pendiente.
Tu amicito le está acabado.
Sí.
¿Ha visto sus correcciones? Ha puesto...
Ahora recién veo que tiene otras correcciones y quiere que, dice que la parte vertical quiere que lo recorte.
Haga lo que dice.
¿De no?
Todo lo que dice tiene que hacer.
Ok.
Système complexe adapte à ta réalité, à toi. Ton coach RG est là avec toi 7 jours sur 7. Ton entraînement, ton coach RG est là avec toi 7 jours sur 7. Ton entraînement, ta nutrition, ton mindset, tes suppléments, tes habitudes de vie. On est des journées VIP. Ta nutrition, ton mindset, tes suppléments, tes habitudes de vie. On est des journées VIP de vie. On est des jours avec toi 7 jours sur 7. Ton entraînement, ta nutrition, ton mindset, tes suppléments, tes habitudes de vie. On est des journées VIP en présentiel pour être sûr de rien laisser en arrière. On s'occupe absolument de tout pour que tu atteignes tes objectifs. Ça te parle? Réserve un appel et commande de notre équipe. On va regarder exactement comment on peut t'aider à devenir cette meilleure version-là. Et justement, clique en dessous, réserve ton appel avec nous. On va voir comment on peut t'aider. Puis ça va être toi qui as le contrôle et non pas ton métier. Le jour où ton atteindre tes objectifs, ça te parle? Réserve atteindre tes objectifs, ça te parle? Réserve un appel et commande de notre de vie. On a des journées VIP en présentiel pour être sûr de rien laisser en arrière. On est VIP en présentiel pour être sûr de rien laisser en arrière. On s'occupe absolument de tout pour que tu atteignes tes... C'est très complexe. La preuve, tu as déjà essayé, tu es encore en train de regarder ça. Tu as déjà essayé, tu es encore en train de regarder ça aujourd'hui. C'est exactement ce que je fais depuis 20 ans. Accompagner des gens comme toi. Accompagner ce que je fais depuis 20 ans. Accompagner des gens comme toi qui ont... C'est exactement ce que je fais depuis 20 ans. C'est exactement ce que je fais depuis 20 ans. Accompagner des... Des gens comme toi qui ont reçu le signal ou qui sont sur le bord de recevoir, qui veulent pas se rendre là à reprendre le contrôle de leur santé pour toi qui ont reçu le signal ou qui sont sur le bord de recevoir, qui veulent pas se rendre là à reprendre le contrôle de leur santé pour de vrai. Pas un challenge. Accompagner des gens comme toi qui ont reçu le signal ou qui sont sur le bord de recevoir, qui veulent pas se rendre là à reprendre le contrôle de leur santé pour de reçu le signal ou qui sont sur le bord de recevoir, qui veulent pas se rendre là à reprendre le contrôle de leur santé et non pas ton médecin. Le jour où ton médecin commence À l'extérieur, on dirait que tout va super bien. Quand dans toi, tu sais complètement brûlé. Le job, la famille, les responsabilités, tout le monde te voit là, comme la personne qui a tout en main et qui s'assure que tout se passe bien. Mais toi, tu le sais que c'est juste une marche. Un peu plus d'énergie, tu passes tes journées complètement brûlées, tu te couches, tu te dis que demain, ça va être un petit peu mieux. Tu te relèves, tu commences exactement la même recette et le soir, tu arrives dans le même endroit à faire la même chose, puis à espérer et avec la même petite affaire que demain, je sais. C'est pas un manque de volonté. La même chose qu'à espérer avec la même petite affaire que demain, je sais. Même petite affaire que demain, je sais. C'est pas un manque de volonté que demain, je sais. Que demain, je sais. C'est pas un manque de volonté que demain, je sais. Que demain, je sais. Pas un manque de volonté, un manque de structure, mais essayer d'avoir la structure sans accompagnement, c'est extrêmement ardu, voire impossible. Parce qu'un plan tout seul, sans encadrement, en avant d'une vie hyper occupée, ça va pas dans sans encadrement, en avant d'une vie hyper occupée, ça va pas dans ça va pas. Chez Hergé, c'est ça qu'on règle. Ton alimentation, ton mode de vie, tes habitudes, tes suppléments, tes habitudes, tes suppléments. C'est pas de c'est pris en charge pour bien sûr. À l'extérieur, on dirait que tout va super bien. Toute la vie. Les enfants te regardent, puis ce qu'ils voient, ça va les marquer toute la vie. Est-ce qu'ils doivent prendre soin de toi, faire tes reps, manger, prendre soin de toi, faire tes reps, manger comme il faut, pas boire trop de boissons, ou il va exactement l'inverse. Un adulte brûlé, toasté, autour de la corde, jamais d'énergie, pas capable de rien faire, qui prend du poids chaque année, puis qui se regarde, puis qui dit comment je me suis rendu là, mais je suis pas capable de m'en sortir. Moi, je parle pas de ça. Comment je me suis comment je me suis rendu là, mais je suis pas capable de m'en sortir. Moi, je parle pas de perfection, je parle d'être juste présent, d'être... C'est la plus belle chose que tu peux faire pour toi et pour eux autres en même temps. C'est pour ça que chez Argent, on t'accompagne. Ton alimentation, ton entraînement, ton mindset, on a des journées VIP en présentiel pour être sûr de rien. VIP en présent. On a des journées VIP. On a des journées VIP en présentiel pour être sûr de rien descendre en arrière pour que tu deviennes la meilleure version de toi-même et qu'enfin tu puisses incarner l'idéal que tu souhaites enseigner à tes enfants. C'est pas toi qui s'adapte au programme, c'est le programme qui s'adapte à toi. Ce que je te dis là aujourd'hui, ça te parle, n'oublie pas de cliquer juste ici et réserver ton appel avec notre équipe pour être sûr qu'on puisse t'aider à stepper up et puisse t'aider à stepper up et devenir l'exemple que tu sais exactement que tu dois être. Tes enfants te regardent, puis ce qu'ils voient, ça va les marquer toute la vie. Est-ce qu'ils vont prendre soin de toi, faire tes reps, manger comme il faut, pas boire trop de boissons, ou ils voient exactement l'inverse, un adulte toasté, autour de la corde, jamais d'énergie, pas capable de rien faire, qui prend du poids chaque année, puis qui se regarde, qui comme calique, comment je me suis rendu là, mais je suis pas capable de m'en sortir. Moi, je parle pas de perfection, je parle d'être juste présent, d'être présent avec eux autres, surtout d'être capable d'être là pendant un bon petit bout, pas juste dans 5-6 mois.
Alessandro, ¿lo de Seba acabaste?
Estoy subiendo.
Ya.
D'être capable de se projeter. T'en connais à ça. Manger mieux, dormir un petit peu plus, t'entraîner. Pourtant, t'es encore pogné en même petite place. Le problème, c'est pas l'information. T'as lu tous les articles, t'as écouté tous les podcasts, t'as checké tous les sites web, t'as une chose avec ChatGPT. Comprends en théorie sur le bout de tes doigts, mais entre à connaître et l'appliquer, ça c'est un autre paire de manches, surtout quand tu as une vie hyper occupée. Parce que savoir quoi faire, puis être capable de le faire, day in, day out, quand ça va bien, quand ça va moins bien, c'est drôlement moins évident qu'on pense, surtout quand on a une vie hyper remplie comme la tienne. Moi, c'est exactement là que j'ai entendu dans ton équation. Mon rôle à moi, c'est pas de t'expliquer quoi faire, parce que tu le sais déjà. Mon rôle à moi, c'est de m'assurer que justement tu le fasses. Avec un système qui fonctionne, avec un coach disponible 7 sur 7, un plan qui s'adapte constamment, surtout quand un coach disponible. Avec un système qui fonctionne, avec un coach disponible 7 sur 7. Un plan qui s'adapte constamment, surtout quand ta semaine démarre. Après 22 ans d'expérience puis 6 000 personnes transformées, je peux te dire une chose, c'est jamais une question d'information. T'en connais à ça. Manger mieux. tes enfants te regardent, puis ce qu'ils voient, ça va les marquer toute la vie. Est-ce qu'ils vont prendre soin de toi, faire des taxes, manquer comme il faut, de façon, ou ils vont être dans l'inverse, dans la vie, au coup d'accord, faire la vie, pas dans les mains, faire quoi chaque année, qui s'en vient, faire comment tu vas dire, mais pas comment tu vas faire, on va faire juste présent. Surtout les dépenses dans un groupe, tu vas pas regarder pendant 5-6 mois, les dépenses pendant les 15, 20 prochaines années, pendant la marchande de fête, puis là, pour de vrai. Tu prends en main, c'est pas égoïste. Il y a plus de choses que tu peux faire pour toi et pour l'autre en même temps. C'est pour ça que j'ai appris à commencer ça 12 mois. C'est que de vraiment attention pour les étudiants, pour voir ça, pour les gens qui étaient après dans cette précédente caméra, pour que je devienne le compagnie qui a fait, parce que j'ai des villages de son enseigné à présent. C'est pas toi, c'est le programme, c'est le programme, ça va. C'est le programme, ça va. Je pense que c'est juste ici, et le partage de l'équipe pour être vous aider à faire des exemples que je sais que ça ne peut pas être. Cholestérol, glycémie, absence de sommeil, des rappels, on essaie de dire, je crois, des médicaments, on essaie de dire, oui, des études, des études, j'ai fait ça, pas systématique, pour l'accompagnement, sans partenaire, sans massage tête, et je pense que c'est bien complexe, la preuve, j'ai essayé pour avoir des choses. Les informations que je fais, accompagner des rencontres sociales ou qui sont souvent dans le post-random, par contre, contrôle de santé pour prévenir, un challenge par jour, pas de point d'attaque, pas juste un enfant. C'est très complexe, ça va à toi. On va faire des ça social, comment faire de nutrition, bon mindset, des suppléments, des habitudes de vie, des choses qui sont essentielles pour les choses de bien en mariage, on s'occupe absolument de tout pour réaliser des objectifs. Ça parle, on va avoir un de l'équipe, on va regarder exactement comment on va l'aider, à développer cette relation-là, et justement, le retour, le retour de nous, on va voir comment on va l'aider, comme ça, avec toi, quel qu'on doit d'objectifs. Ça te parle? Réaliser un bon appel de commande de notre équipe, on va regarder exactement comment on va l'aider, à développer cette relation-là, et justement, le retour. Le jour où ton médecin commence à te parler de médicaments, c'est le signe que à l'extérieur, on dirait que tout va super bien. Chacun dans le monde, tu sais, complètement. J'ai la place familière, la famille, tout, tout, la personne qui est en main, une sensation de tout sport. Mais je sais qu'il y a des souvent. On est complètement lié. Tu cours, tu dis que demain, ça va être disponible. Tu commences à faire un anniversaire, et le soir, tu dis, on va une chance d'inscrire la famille qui va faire des budgets. Tu vas faire dans le futur, et dans le futur, ça va maintenant, c'est extrêmement ardu pour ça. Parce que quand ça va maintenant, il va pas payer ton enfant. C'est ça, c'est vraiment complexe. On va changer ton alimentation, ton mode de vie, des budgets, des suppléments, des informations, des éléments de la personne. On est sûr que ça va être une santé, c'est pas une c'est un change complet sur mesure. Ici, c'est des gens de l'équipe, on va regarder la situation ensemble. Le problème, c'est pas grave. Tous les articles, toutes les podcasts, j'ai écrit, c'est vrai, pas de chat GPT, on va faire des bouts d'écran, entre canaux, il y a des ça, on parle surtout la communauté. Parce qu'on va faire des grands affaires, c'est une des rares personnes qui ont un moyen de voir, surtout la communauté, par exemple. Vous avez commencé à parler de la communauté, c'est qu'est-ce qu'on va faire, c'est le tour, là, j'ai des choses à faire. La question fonctionne avec un groupe, ça, un actionnement constamment, surtout la personne de départ. Avec l'expérience, c'est une personne d'entreprise, c'est des gens qui jamais fait ça, c'est dominer. Si on va juste question sous, les gens avec vous, on va regarder dans la deuxième géniale, pourquoi?
Achète au Mexique. Le Canada est en récession. Au mois de juillet, puis l'été n'est même pas arrivé. Il n'y en a même plus d'été. C'était que... Pas arrivé. Il n'y en a même plus d'été. C'était que de payer les taxes à Mark Carney qui envoie de l'argent en Ukraine. C'est une solution pour toi. Acheter une maison. Au Mexique. Ça tombe bien. Genre, bien bon. C'est bien avec une... Belle piscine, c'est la maison modèle, donc... Il est un peu laissé à lui-même. Mais c'est super beau. Une belle piscine, c'est la maison modèle, donc... Il est un peu laissé à lui-même. Mais c'est super beau. Viens voir avec moi la cour. Voici ma suggestion pour bouger ton argent au Mexique. Achète une maison.
Salut Raph, super pour le drive. Dans le fond, là, on a fait un tournage hier. Je devrais avoir tout le footage de ça d'ici lundi, si je ne me trompe pas. J'ai d'autres footage là, que je vais pouvoir te dropper là, le plus tôt possible. Puis, je viens de te faire aussi le paiement. Donc, je ne sais pas, j'ai pas vu une place pour avoir une facture. Là, donc, si tu es capable de m'envoyer une facture pour le paiement d'aujourd'hui, ça serait super. Fait que merci beaucoup.
Alright. Donc, je finis de corriger, puis je vais recommencer le challenge dans pas longtemps. I don't know if there's anyone watching right now. 14 views. C'est des viewers live. Est-ce qu'il y a du monde dans le chat? Laissez-moi savoir si vous regardez le live stream. Let me know. Ok, c'est que ça bug. Ok, what's up? What up, what up? Ok, back. What's going on, chat? On dit qu'il y a 10 personnes qui watch, personne parle. Personne n'a rien à dire. Let's go, on est là, on est là. Fait que je finis de corriger. Puis c'est parti. Pas 2, c'est pas 2. Tac, c'est bon. Ok, c'est bon.
Le Canada est en récession.
If you want to make $40,000 to $50,000 every single month, just like I do right here, in June we made 44K, in September we made 38K, you need to stop selling AI websites. They're too low ticket, they're not a scalable service, unlike Meta Ads. I highly recommend you sell Meta Ads. As you can see with this client, we spent $23,000. We turned that into 520 leads, and if they just close 10% of those leads, that's 52 leads, and let's say it's a $4,000 job, that is $200,000 generated for this client. Now, because the client is making so much money, they're easily willing to pay us $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 every single month to run this exact system. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up, exactly what to do, and exactly why you shouldn't even be selling AI websites as your main service in the first place. The very first issue with selling AI websites as your main service is that it's the low ticket. At most, you can sell a website for maybe $300, usually maybe a one-time fee of $1,000, but it's really going to be like $300 a month or $100 a month. And in order to make 4K or 5K from every single client, like I do right now with one person per month, you would need to sign 10 different clients, manage 10 different clients, deal with 10 different clients, actually close to 15 different clients, just to be able to match me with one client. If I have 10 clients, I'm making 40 to 50K every single month, and you're only making 3 to 4 4 to 5K at most. So to be at my level, you have to have 100 clients at the same time in order to even just be making $30,000 per month. It's also not a very sticky service. Most people sell websites as a one-time thing, not as a monthly fee. So if you're selling it as a one-time fee, you're even more in trouble because you really can't make much money. There's not any scalability there at all. And the worst part is that there's so much competition. Because the barrier to entry is so low, all you need is a $20 cloud subscription or a lovable subscription, and you can make websites within 2 minutes for a bunch of different clients. That means that a 16-year-old or a 14-year-old kid can have access to their parents' cloud account and cold call all the same people you do and close the clients for $50, right? And they're technically making a profit. But for you can't live off of $50. And because there's so much competition, there's a bidding war, right? Someone can charge $1,000, someone can charge $500, and someone can charge $50, but you're all selling the same exact service, so people usually go with the cheapest option. Like I mentioned earlier, the third worst thing is it's not really sticky, so your LTV is very low. My LTV is very high. Clients usually stay with us for 6 to 12 months, depending what level they're at. But let's say they're paying even $2,000, right? At the low end, $2K every single month for 6 months. That's already $12,000 off of one client. I get 10 clients, and I'm making $120K a year just like that. And as you know, agency profit margins are pretty damn good, so I'll make like $100K off of 10 clients at the very low end. So instead of having a web design agency, you should start something called AI lead generation or the AI ads agency or AI advertising, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much an entire system where you pick a specific niche, then you sell ads to that niche, and then you also sell CRM, right? CRM tools to actually track the sales to that niche, and then eventually you upsell them VAs, and then you continue finding more people in your niche, right? It's a big loop, and it makes you a bunch of money, and you can charge upwards of 4K for this exact system. The first thing you need to do is pick a niche, something high ticket like roofing, plumbing, car PPF, anything that costs between $1,000 and like $100,000, right? To be solar panel installations, whatever. And the next thing you do is you pitch them ads for a smaller, lower barrier to entry offer, so something like $1,000 per month per ad. Then you can upsell the CRM for another $1,000. Now you're making $2,000. Then you can upsell VAs to actually dial the lead when there's too many leads for another $1,000. And then you can sell the website for another $1,000. And you end up charging 4K for your entire package. So you can sell ads, you can sell a system just like this where you can track every single lead for your actual client, and they can actually organize and see where the money's coming from, and you can track how much they're generating. And then you can also upsell them VAs from online jobs. And then you can also use the Go High Level AI website builder for completely free, by the way. If you're using Go High Level, you can use my affiliate link down below to get a free trial. But as you can see, this is included unlimited credits. You don't have to pay for level or anything like that. You just need one Go High Level subscription. And then obviously you're going to run ads for them that we can generate with AI. And I'll show you some ads in just a second. So these are all ads that we generated with Nano and Nano Pro. As you can see, we're using Pixel, but you could just use Gemini because it would be cheaper and more convenient. I just like to be able to also make videos and different types of ads. This before and after, it's fully AI, which is absolutely insane because it's the same exact layout. And if you scroll down a little bit, as you can see, these are other ads that we created also with AI. As you can see, we pretty much found a reference image, the Cybertruck image. And then what we did is we told it to replace it with a different logo, with a different car, just like this. You can replace the URL as well. And it's crazy because as you can see, this was the original image right here. And we did is we took it and we put it into Nano Banana Pro. We said instead of a Tesla, replace it with a Lamborghini that we also just uploaded a picture of. And then boom, we created a perfectly usable ad. Within 5 minutes, we pumped out like 5 to 10 of these. And then we just launched a campaign really, really fast. And the Facebook Ads Manager have been here. And we start making them a bunch of money. The next thing we do is we create a Go High Level system, a funnel right here, depending on what offer they're selling. It's going to be a different.
So most people think that you need hundreds of clients or thousands of clients to make a six-figure income online selling web services or AI marketing services. But in this video, I'm going to show you how I actually make around $140,000. This is my QuickBooks account. Refresh it so that you know that it's live. It's not some random screenshot somebody doctoring. You can see my marketing is the name of my marketing agency, and the gross profit for last month, May, $140,000 in revenue. Now that is 100% from working with small businesses in my area. Now I want to stress that $140,000 a month is close to, I don't know, I think it's like 1.6, 1.7 million per year. I want to stress that this business model that I have, I'm generating this cash flow with less than 50 clients. So there's no huge agency team, right? We're going to have a team of 50 people helping to deliver this service.
Doctor, una consulta. Eso lo de IGB es cuando sale solo porque sale en una entrevista con otra persona.
No, yo sé, pero queremos hacer algo similar a esto. Así que tal vez deja cuando una persona habla, la pone al centro como el otro. ¿Entiendes? Solo pones la persona que habla, solo la pones. Yeah.
These services, there are thousands of clients. This is less than 50 clients paying me around $140,000 in revenue. Take a look what I have on the screen here. So this is what we're going to cover. This is what we're going to talk about. Why you don't want to have 500 clients. I'm going to talk a little bit about my client count, right? 50. I've got around 50. And how I get 50 clients to end up paying me so much money, right? Because most people with 50 clients, they don't make nearly as much. It all has to do with the value ladder. I'm going to talk about the monthly subscription services that I sell and how I sell those things. And then how to get clients. I'm going to give you a tactic how to actually get clients and fulfill with software. Okay, so as I said, $140,000 in revenue, right? We're going to refresh that. This is the transaction screen. So in QuickBooks, I'm going to refresh this for you. By the way, this has nothing to do with my software, affiliate income, YouTube ad revenue. This is all just my marketing, my agency. And you can see today is the 5th. We already collected $1,000 from this client, $120, $129 from this client, $120 from this client, $1,000 from this client. And I'm going to break down these things for you because this is super, super important, right? How do you get to 1.8 million or 140K a month selling $100 a month services? Well, you don't, but that is the first step, okay? And so, jump back to one of my slides here. That has to do with the value ladder. And I do want to stress too, though, I will show you that we have clients paying $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month. This is batch receipt from several clients, so that's kind of a crazy number. This is $5,000 a month, $2,000 a month, this one's $7,000 a month. These are multiple services being sold to the same person, to the same company. So the way that I do this is it all starts with selling subscription-based services. So if you are a freelancer, you're brand new, you're just getting started, the goal for you should be to sell things that you can build on a monthly subscription. When I was just getting started, my first client was selling a website, and it was for $300. And that was great, and it planted the seed to get my next client, but then I realized the most difficult part about this business is finding clients. Let me know in the comments below if that's the most difficult part for you. Finding clients, getting deals across the board, and collecting cash. So I started thinking to myself, well, what if I could just sell something on a monthly subscription to these people, like the same thing or multiple things to the same people, well, then I wouldn't have to look for new people all the time. And so that's when I got just completely obsessed with this idea of monthly subscription-based services or recurring services. Some people call this passive. I don't really call it passive, but it is a form of safety and security if you're selling something that is on repeat. So I got obsessed with this idea of monthly subscription income. And so I went from selling websites to finding things that I can sell on repeat. And I'll give you some examples. Setting up some Google ads for somebody, helping somebody with their Google business profile optimization, showing up higher in Google, posting on their social media regularly, writing blog articles for their website, helping them get reviews for their business every single month. I could sell this as a monthly package. And so that is what I set out to do. And so long story short, right now, today, what I'm showing you in these transactions are of selling something small, but only to get the client. So like, for example, this client, right? $129. So this, it's funny because this is a website. Now, one of the foot in the door strategies that I teach people on this channel is to use what I call a website liquidation method. And I'm going to actually give that full method in this video, but essentially what I want to break it down is you find people that don't have a website and you use a tool like High Level. This is High Level. And by the way, I'm giving you 30 days free to High Level in the description of this video. High Level allows you to build websites in just clicks of a button. So if I go to the websites section of this thing, I can go to new website and I can just choose over thousands of templates of websites in almost any industry, automotive, business, fashion, home services. You see all these industries here. So you, just by using a tool like this, you're automatically, instantly a web designer, which is pretty insane. The ability to set one of those websites up is in just a few clicks and just a few buttons. And so with the website liquidation model, what I do is find people that don't have websites, and then I just use one of those website templates because I can set it up in just a couple of clicks, and I use that as a way to provide value up front, get my foot in the door with them. And once they say, hey, that's great, thank you for building me that website, now I start to offload the more expensive stuff, the more pricey stuff, right? Like, oh, now that you have a website, I see that nobody can find it in Google. I see that you don't have a Google business profile. I see that you haven't been posting on social media. And so I quickly move somebody who is paying me for a simple website into somebody that's paying thousands of dollars. And so I skipped over the fact that I don't sell the website creation, the template. Like I do sell custom websites for thousands of dollars, but it's a totally different service. This service with the website liquidation model is a piece, right? So I have multiple people paying me for website rentals, is what I call it. They're renting a website for me for $100 per month. This guy, this guy, this guy. And they would be paying hosting to GoDaddy or HostGator or anybody else, but instead they're paying to me. And the nice thing about High Level and building these websites is you can build as many websites as you want, and they don't charge you for hosting. It's just included in your monthly membership. It's like a $99 a month or $299 a month monthly membership if you want to use it, which is, you can see, one website rental will cover a very basic plan at High Level. So again, if you want to try it out, and give me 30 days free in my description of this video or comment below, and I'll send you a link to that. But needless to say, I start out by selling something small or giving away a bunch of value up front. And I see your questions coming in. I'm going to answer to talk about pricing and how Hawaii is different from Oregon because I'm based in Hawaii. You're asking Oregon, David. But I want to stay on track here for a second. So I start out finding somebody who needs something, offering to provide value up front, giving them a website, just pay hosting, $100 a month. But obviously, we're not going to get rich selling something for $100 a month. So the next step, after they have the website, this is what the value ladder is. The value ladder is a process, and I don't know who made this up. I think the first time I ever heard it was from a dude named Russell Brunson. So shout out to Russell for introducing me to this because I use it, and I've used it for many, many years in various businesses, whether it's affiliate marketing, software creation, just offer stacking in general, but most especially in this agency type business, this marketing business, I definitely use it for that. So the value ladder is, again, you start off in step one, right? Step one is selling something for cheap or free. You're giving it away for very low barrier to entry. Most people try to sell something in the beginning. I know that I'm guilty of this for like $1,000 or $500. I want to make as much money as I can, right? But if you focus on getting somebody some value, especially in the beginning when you have no credibility, you have no authority, you have no social proof, you have no portfolio, they're not going to trust you. The way you get somebody to trust you is you just provide value up front. They're like, look, I don't trust you. You're like, you don't have to trust me, man. I already built the website. Here it is. Let me put it in your hands. You don't have to pay me. It's for you. So once you do that and you get your foot in the door, you want to walk them up the value ladder. So you want to add more value so they can start to pay you. And one of the great things that I use High Level for is stacking on the value. So the next thing you can do is you can go to their reputation section and you can just connect their Google business profile here. And their Google business profile, for those of you that don't know, like if you go to Google, you type in roofing Houston, and you see this map pack here, all these little pins on the map, these are all Google business profiles for these businesses. So if you're a roofing company and you don't have a Google business profile, you're essentially invisible on the internet to people. So you definitely need one. You'd be shocked as to how many people on the internet right now don't have Google business profiles, let alone don't have websites. I think I saw a stat, and I can look it up, like how many businesses in the US do not have a website? This is a staggering number. Almost a third. 27% of US businesses do not have a dedicated website. It's insane. So the opportunity to get your foot in the door with a website, especially if you're not a website developer, you're using this kind of tool, is pretty wild, right? Because if there's 30% and there's 33 million businesses in the world, that means there's in the US, nationwide, there's millions of businesses in the US that need a website. And you can literally go to Google right here, and you can go down this list. You can type in any industry, any location, click more businesses, go down this list, and look for the ones that don't have a website icon right here. Like this guy, Boss Hog Roofing. He does have one. Let's see. And if you don't find one on your first search, all you have to do is type in a different location or a different industry. So for example, I can go to pool cleaners, right? Pool cleaners is a good industry. This business right here, Blue Science Pools. See how it only gives you directions? It doesn't have a website. These guys don't have a website. There's another method for looking for businesses that don't have websites, which just involves asking a tool like Gemini to scrape and crawl for businesses that don't have websites, and boom, you have a list of businesses that need websites. But again, that opportunity is huge. I think people think to themselves, I thought website building was saturated, and it kind of is, and it kind of isn't, because if you think about it, all the websites from 10 years ago, they basically need to be updated or replaced. They become outdated because the look over time of a new, modern, sleek, sexy website changes. So they have kind of a shelf life on them. So even if, there's 66% of the businesses in the United States that do have websites, in 5 years from now, they're all going to need websites again. So it is this thing that keeps cycling out, and you will have opportunity to at least get your foot in the door, right, with the value ladder, and offer, and this is just one method, right? No website to those businesses. I have lots of other foot in the door strategies on this channel, so if you want more of them, you can watch any of the other videos. That's primarily what this channel is all about, getting foot in the door strategies. In fact, I also have a AI cash flow masterclass where I give you 3 tactics to get your first or your next customer. 3 tactics, client game tactics. Just comment below. This is being offered for free. I will send you the link to the on-demand cash flow training where you can review that stuff. I've got some assets and bonuses that you get too. But this opportunity, just one of many websites, is huge. And if you can find somebody that doesn't have a website, build one in advance using a very simple tool like this, then you now have a relationship where you can now sell other things. The next thing I would recommend is setting up their Google business profile or even optimizing it. If they already have one, you can charge somebody $200 a month to $500 a month. Number one, come in here and set it up, right? Add pictures, add images, add their categories, all their services, and this all matters for them to show up higher. If they don't have this built out and filled out properly, then they're not going to show up at the top when people are searching for them. So that is why it is a value add to optimize the Google business profile. But Google business optimization is something that people sell on monthly recurring service, because every month you can come in here and respond to their reviews to them. Responding to reviews is also a signal to Google. You can also schedule posts to go out to their Google business profile. So, if you look at my company's Google business profile, you see that we have these posts going out almost, once a week at least. Now, I want you to know that these posts, they look great. Look at this beautiful image. It looks like we're in Hawaii. We're talking about marketing. But in reality, this is just another thing that High Level does for me. So if I go to the marketing section and I go to the social planner, you'll see that all these posts were created right here in this tool for me using their AI features. So if I go to new post, I can create all my social media posts. I can select all my accounts, and I can just use AI to create the images. I can use AI to write the text, all from this High Level platform. Now, I'm stacking the value, right? I talked about first building the website. Then next, we're talking about the Google business optimization. So that's step 2. Now, step 3 is selling them social posting to their Google business profile. This is something else that you can sell for $199 a month, or if you want to sell them posting to multiple social media platforms beyond their Google business profile, High Level allows you to connect their LinkedIn, their Instagram, their Facebook page, and you can create the post one time and post it to the Google business page, to the Instagram page, to the LinkedIn page. So back in the day, I would work like a madman, writing a post for each platform, or the post in a Word document, and then going to each platform and posting to each platform, because I used to work for restaurants, posting social media content for restaurants, one of the first recurring services I ever sold. But you no longer need to do that. You have this tool here that allows you to sell monthly subscription services right out of it. So social media posting, I've given you that. Google business optimization, I've given you that. You can also help them with their reviews, so their reputation marketing. Everybody knows that if you're a business, you need to have a lot of high quality reviews. Well, this tool allows you to create review requests on a monthly basis. You can see this button here, monthly, weekly, daily. You can set it up to be automated, actually. Send out review requests to their customers. Again, this is something that you can charge monthly for. So I hope you're getting the idea and the picture of what it looks like. It all started by finding a business that doesn't have a website and offering to provide value in advance. Now, I take the extreme on this, selling or giving away something for free, getting my foot in the door for something low and simple. And then, I actually start to go for at least $1,000 a month service. And then from there, I'll go for a $2,000 or $3,000 a month service like Google Ads or search engine optimization. And if you don't know what search engine optimization is, don't worry. I actually decided to put together a little bonus document here that I wanted to give you, where I give you my AI search visibility fulfillment SOP. So this is something that you can look at beyond this video. But if you want to learn how to get a business to show up in tools like ChatGPT for recommendations, because I believe that is a new frontier, that is what we are selling the most of right now at our agency. You can see we just had another one come in. We're selling $500 generative engine optimization packages. That is the process of getting ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude to recommend your business. This is something else. It's just another thing that you can sell. So we would make that number 4. Number 4 thing to sell: AI visibility optimization. And when you know it, you can actually improve the visibility of a business's AI visibility with High Level, because the first step to a good AI optimization package is to be found in Google. And the reason that is because ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, all these tools, they get all of their data from Google. So if your business can't be found in Google first, then it's not going to be recommended in tools like ChatGPT. So this is the first place that you would start. This video is not meant to be teaching you how to do AI search optimizations or even SEO. It's more of a mindset video to show you how starting out with something so simple like finding somebody that doesn't have a website and using a tool like Go High Level to deliver value in an ongoing basis. It costs you nothing more, but that is how you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base hits, and you walk somebody up from being a $129 a month client to a $1,000 per month client, to a $1,700 per month client, to a $2,000 per month client, to a $5,000 per month client. Next thing you know, over time, if you keep doing this, you keep working hard at it. I'm not saying it's push button success. You're going to just blow up overnight. Although I've seen some insane results from people in my community and people in real life too. This business model, to get somebody to pay you $1,000 to use a tool like High Level on their behalf, is much easier than learning how to do what I used to do for a living, which is fixing vehicles, fixing cars. I used to be a mechanic, and it was a lot more difficult to continue to specialize and learn how to fix every new car that ever comes out and hits the market than to learn how to use a software tool like this and just follow. Like the Google Business Optimization section couldn't be easier. They literally give you a score. Here's the scoring process, and if you come in here and your score is like dog crap, you're gonna have a 1, and it's gonna tell you all the things you need to do. Add a chat widget. You add your phone number, add images, and as you start to add those things, your score is going to get better, and it's like gamified, right? You're going to get it to a 15 or 16 to know that the Google Business Profile is optimized. So it's gamified, and I'm not saying you're going to just become a millionaire overnight, but the barrier to entry to actually get small businesses to help you with stuff like this is so much more simple than so many other things. It does take work. But I want to give you a template that you can use to reach out to businesses that don't have websites, because we did start out there, right? I talked about no website, I talked about the address. I didn't have the address side. Let me see what I have here. Here you go. Here's a prompt in Gemini that you can use to get a list of businesses but don't have a website link. So I run a digital marketing agency in Maui and look to expand my ideal clients in the travel and activity and home services space. Make me a detailed list of 25 clients that have a claimed Google business listing but no website that's linked. So remember how I showed you this process of like doing this manually? Well, you can feed that prompt to a tool like Gemini or Manage AI. Take a screenshot of it or comment below and I'll send it to you right now. And it'll build you a list of businesses that don't have websites, and then you can just come in here, build those websites in advance. Boom, you have your foot in the door with these businesses that you can now potentially unlock more value and increase your profits from as you give them more value, more value. I want to find my website. Here we go. So this is a template that you can use to reach out to those businesses that don't have websites. So it says, I built this website for a different mechanic. I'm letting it go for free. It says, hey Tim, I was checking out roofing company. You can interchangeably change this for anybody that you're looking to prospect with, right? Business, location. Notice you don't have a website. I get it. You're busy running your business. Building a website from scratch is a hassle. Here's the deal. I recently built a professional roofing website for a client, but they ended up going a different direction. Normally I sell these for $3,000, but since it's already done, I'm looking to liquidate it for a $1,000 one-time fee, no hidden fees. Or you can just say, just pay the hosting like you would any other website. It's designed to bring in leads. Let's create a mobile. I can have it up and running for you in 48 hours or less. And here's a link to the website. So why does that work so well? Well, because he doesn't have to trust you to build the website. And for you to build a website, if you just come here and you hit template and you select one of these automotive templates, right? I'm just going to hit preview. It can take you 5 minutes to build this website for him. I can just choose this template and it'll give you a link where you can send them the template to the business owner. Now, you can send this through email. I'm giving you this email template. If you want even more faster results, you just call this guy and you say, hey, I built you a website. You use this email basically like a script. I notice you don't have a website. I've already built you one. Check it out. I'm texting you the link right now. He opens it up while you're on the phone and you just tell him, I normally charge $2,000 for these, but I'm willing to let it go if you just pay the hosting. I'm willing to do this because I want to work with you. I'm willing to work with you and I want to start to build a long-term relationship. My goal is to do your Google Business Optimization, is to help you get recommended by tools like ChatGPT. I'm going to refresh here for my new automotive website. You can see everybody that's watching this video should be able to. You guys see that notification that said this template is taking a little bit longer to set up? Come on, go Island. Don't do this to me. I've actually never seen that happen before. Let's see. I'm not seeing it. When it does show up though, it'll show up just like this. And you get a link like here that you can copy and paste and add to your emails. And if you wanted to edit anything on this website, or you wanted to allow them to edit anything on the website, you can of course just give them access to this. And it's all designed to be drag and drop. Like they can change their business name here. If they want to move these sections around, you can just move it around. You don't have to be a developer to do this. And the nice thing about High Level's new website builder is you can ask their AI to just do those things for you. So you can say, change the headline, move this section here. I want to put an image of this, and the AI will just do it for you, which is freaking bonkers. So I talked about no website and how you go from no website to selling multiple things. In my AI cash flow masterclass, I give you guys the one tool and you get this whole software chat with what websites I've done. You suggest your method over using Lovable to build an auto website. All with the High Level. This community looks very similar to school, but again, it's built on the High Level platform, which is pretty awesome. All right, you guys. Well, I think I did what I said I was going to do. Let's see. How do you input that snapshot? Upgrade your High Level account through me, and I'll give you all the resources and support. It's in the description of this video too. Somebody's asking if that's a school community. So this is a Go Collab community. High Level makes this community. Looks very similar to school, but again, it's built on the High Level platform, which is pretty awesome. All right, you guys. Well, I think I did what I said I was going to do.
Right now, local businesses are paying hundreds, sometimes even thousands of dollars for websites, honestly, aren't even that good. Meanwhile, new AI tools have made it easier than ever to build professional websites super fast, even if you've never written a single line of code before. The problem is, most people either overcomplicate this business model, or they have no idea how to actually find clients willing to pay. So in this video, I'm going to show you a step-by-step system for creating and selling AI websites to local businesses right now. We'll cover how to actually build websites, where to find clients, what you can charge, and how to turn this into a real income stream. Let's dive in. So first, some of these are websites, while others are fully working apps. And this is a great place to get some design ideas and some integration. And you can even use these as a template for your own projects, call to action, and a layout designed to generate phone calls and inquiries. So let's submit this to Lovable and get the ball rolling for us. Now you'll notice that I didn't ask Lovable to create a full website of all the pages all in one go, so it's best not to do that page. But this time, it looks like it has actually also created a services page, the Why Us page, and the About. So it created all this content itself as well. So just click the continue button. At the bottom, you will see they're asking you to download their WordPress plugin. So you can do that by click this URL, want it so you've got quick, easy access to it. For business right here, click on WordPress hosting, scroll down, there's this one right here, Softlight integration, and then click the install now button. So here we see generate press, if I hover over it, we'll see the and then click exit to Word. So it says show quick edit hangout, which is this. So here the images, and now finally we import into our WordPress. So to do that, come up to the top right, click on publish, and here we'll see the website URL.
99% of AI users will never make a single dollar from it. And it's not because they're not smart enough, and it's not because they don't have the right tools. In fact, they're using the exact same tools as the people who are. Now, the difference is how they think about it. Because here's the thing, the vast majority of people using AI right now are using it at the same time. Answer a question, maybe write an email, summarize a document, and that's totally okay. But a very small percentage of people have figured out something different. They're using it to actually generate income. And those two groups of people are getting completely different results. Now, what I'm going to show you in this video isn't another list of overhyped AI side hustles that you've probably already seen 100 times. This is about the real mindset shift in the actual workflows that separate the people winning with AI from, well, everyone else. Claude is just not a tool for getting answers. It can't help you build systems, it can automate your work, and it can create income streams that compound over time. So that by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to turn Claude into something that generates real value for you, not just saving you a few minutes every day. So now if you want to master AI tools and you want to learn how to build profitable SaaS apps, websites, AI agents, and mobile apps with AI, I've also created a complete masterclass that shows you exactly how to do it all step by step. This masterclass normally costs $499 to join, but since you are watching this video, thank you. You can also join completely free. Just check out that link in the description to get free access to my masterclass, and you too can start building your AI-powered business today. That said, go ahead and get into it. Almost everyone trying to make money with Claude is approaching it the wrong way, and they don't even realize it. So they open up Claude, they use it to write content, answer questions, maybe generate some ideas, and get help with research. And then they sit there confused about why none of it is producing real income. Well, the problem has never been the AI itself. The problem is that people are using an extremely powerful model for small, disconnected tasks that have no actual business structure behind them. Things start getting difficult the moment someone tries to turn Claude directly into a profitable product. Suddenly, there's infrastructure to manage, hosting to configure, databases to connect, automation systems to build out, payment processing to set up, and then deployment issues to deal with. And none of that is handled automatically for you. Everything has to be built manually, and that process can easily take months before there's even something customers are willing to pay for consistently. And a lot of people underestimate how quickly technical problems can destroy an opportunity. One back-end issue, failed integration, or broken workflow is enough to stop the whole entire system from functioning properly. And eventually, people just spend more time learning technical workarounds and engineering prompts than actually building a business that generates revenue. The top 1% understands something completely different about this entire space. They already know Base 44 is essentially a wrapper built around Claude. Claude still powers the intelligence underneath, but Base 44 packages all that intelligence inside a complete platform designed for building and monetizing real products from day one. So that changes the entire process because the difficult parts, well, they're already handled for you. The infrastructure, deployment automation, scaling systems, and business operations, those are already built into the platform, which then means you can move much faster without needing advanced technical skills just to make things work. Now, the same intelligence is there, yes, but it now exists inside an environment focused on building profitable solutions instead of disconnected AI tasks. And the reason this matters so much is because speed and reliability are everything when money is involved. Base 44 makes it significantly easier to build something functional, to launch it quickly, and then scale it without constantly worrying about technical failures all behind the scenes. So a person using Claude still correctly needs the skills to transform ideas into a functioning business system. Base 44 already solves that problem. So the focus now shifts entirely towards creating products, solving business problems, and generating profit. And that's the real reality check that most people miss out on. Base 44 gives you Claude's intelligent, complete money-making platform already built around it. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that people make with AI is basically treating it like a better version of Google. They use Claude to research topics, write articles, generate content, answer questions, or speed up small tasks. And then they assume they've started an AI business. No, because none of that is actually scalable. There's no recurring revenue behind it. There's no system producing value automatically, and no real business model that grows over time. The work stops the moment they stop working. But the people making serious money in AI approach it completely differently. Because they're not sitting there generating random outputs one by one all day. No, they build AI-powered systems that continue producing value automatically after the setup is finished. And that is the real difference. One side is using AI as a tool for tasks. The other side is building businesses powered by AI. Now, another mistake is competing on AI features instead of outcomes. A lot of people will market themselves by saying things like, hey, look, I use Claude, as if the tool itself is a selling point. Clients don't care about that. They don't care what model you use or what prompts you write. What they care about is whether their problem gets solved, whether they save time, increase revenue, generate more leads, or improve efficiency. And that's why the top 1% almost never lead with the technology itself. Rather, they sell business solutions that happen to use Claude in the background. So the focus stays entirely on the results and transformation, not on the AI tool powering the system underneath. So the difference seems small, yes, on the surface, but it completely changes how people perceive the value of what you're offering. The third mistake is building one-time products instead of whole systems. People create a single article, one logo, one AI-generated design, or a standalone output, get paid once, and then they gotta start all over again, looking for another customer. So there's no recurring income and no way to scale because every payment depends on another manual task being completed. The top 1% focus on building AI systems that generate recurring value month after month. They create platforms and automations and lead systems and customer workflows and AI-powered business operations that clients continue paying for continuously. Well, because the value just never stops. That creates recurring revenue, predictable income, and something that can actually scale long term. So at the end of the day, the difference then is not about who uses AI better. No, it really comes down to whether you are building temporary outputs or building systems that people rely on consistently. And the system we're building here is an AI lead generation and nurturing platform designed for local service businesses that need more qualified leads consistently. Everything is being built entirely inside of Base44, again, which uses Claude as its language model and unique. And the goal is simple: create an AI system that captures and qualifies and nurtures leads automatically 24/7 without the business owner manually handling every inquiry themselves. And so we're going to build this all step by step directly inside of Base44 so you can actually see how fast this process actually works when the infrastructure is already handled for you. First, open up Base44, then let's select Claude as the primary model and start by building the core platform itself. Now for the initial structure here, I'm using this exact prompt. Build the core structure of an AI lead generation platform for local service businesses. Include a clean landing page with a hero section explaining the platform's value, a navigation bar, and a dashboard area where captured leads will be displayed. Use a professional dark theme with navy and white. Do not add any other features yet. Only build the core platform shell and dashboard layout. So once the preview loads from that prompt, you can already see here the foundation taking shape. There's a professional landing page, of course, a dashboard layout, and the core structure ready to support the entire system. So this is the advantage of using Base44. The platform handles the heavy lifting so you can focus on building the actual business logic instead of spending weeks setting up infrastructure all manually by yourself. So now we're adding the intelligent lead capture system, and this is where Claude Intelligence now starts becoming really valuable. Traditional lead forms are static. People fill out a few more fields, they submit the form, and that's it. Now here, the lead capture experience becomes conversational. Claude understands visitor intent and asks dynamic qualifying questions based on the responses being given in real time. To build this section, we can send over this prompt. Add an intelligent lead capture experience to the platform. When a visitor clicks the call to action on the landing page, open a conversational intake flow powered by an AI agent. The agent should ask 3 to 5 dynamic qualifying questions one at a time, adapting the next question based on the previous answer. The question should determine the visitor's service need, budget range, and timeline. Store each completed lead in the dashboard with their responses displayed clearly. So after generating it with that prompt, we can now see the conversational intake flow working directly inside of our preview here. The AI agent asks intelligent qualifying questions one at a time and adapts based on the visitor's answers. So that creates a far more personal experience while collecting significantly better lead data than a normal contact form ever could. Every complete lead is automatically stored inside the dashboard alongside their responses, giving businesses much higher quality leads and better conversion opportunities from the get-go. Capturing leads is really only part of the process. The next step is figuring out which leads are actually worth prioritizing. And this is where Claude handles the analysis automatically, because once leads enter the system, the AI reviews the responses and then scores each lead based on quality and buying intent. So hot leads immediately move to the top so that businesses know exactly where to focus their attention. So for this section, I'm using this prompt. Add an AI lead qualification system to the dashboard. After the lead search completes, have the AI automatically analyze the leads and assign a quality score from 1 to 10. Display the score next to each lead in the dashboard and sort leads automatically with the highest scores at the top. So with that prompt, the dashboard now becomes much more powerful. Every lead has a visible score attached to it, and the highest quality opportunities are automatically prioritized. Sales teams no longer need to waste time manually sorting through unqualified inquiries because the system already handles that filtering process automatically through Claude's analysis. Most leads do not buy immediately, which is why follow-up matters so much. The problem then is that businesses usually just forget to follow up consistently or just take too long to respond. So now we're going to build automated nurturing directly into the platform so that the system keeps leads engaged automatically over time. And here's the prompt we're going to use. Add an automated nurturing sequence to the platform. If a user chooses an active lead, have the AI agent create a customized message for the lead and display it in the lead's profile in the dashboard so it's ready to send. Alternatively, create a follow-up message as well so the user can see the potential message for the lead that should be ready to be sent after a few days. Add a simple status tracker to each lead showing whether they are new, contacted, or converted. So the nurturing progress can be tracked over time. So after generating from the prompt, the platform will then start creating personalized follow-up messages automatically, of course, based on each lead's responses and their engagement behavior. The messaging feels customized instead of generic, and the dashboard now tracks each lead status from new to contacted to converted. And this keeps leads warm while moving them closer towards a buying decision without requiring manual writing, scheduling, or constant follow-up from the business owner themselves. And now the final piece is performance tracking and optimization, because a system like this becomes far more valuable when businesses can clearly measure their results. And Base44 already includes a built-in analytics dashboard. So for this part, I'm just going to open up the analytics section here directly rather than generating it through another prompt. Inside the dashboard, we can track lead volume, qualification scores, nurturing, engagement, conversion activity, and overall system performance in real time. Claude helps identify patterns and optimization opportunities based on the data flowing through the platform, allowing the system to continuously improve over time. And that is what makes this much more than just a simple lead form or CRM, because every part of the platform now works together automatically. Leads get captured intelligently, qualified instantly, and nurtured continuously, and are then analyzed through real performance data so businesses can really improve results consistently over time. And the entire system was built directly inside of Base 44, again, using Claude as the intelligence layer right underneath. But here's the thing, as you've seen, Base 44 is incredibly powerful, but most people don't know how to use it properly. They end up building basic apps that can't even make money, or websites that can't even convert. And that's exactly why I created my own complete Base 44 masterclass. Now inside of my course, I'm going to show you step by step how to build profitable SaaS businesses, converting websites and mobile apps, of course, all using AI with zero coding required. You're going to learn how to build AI agents that solve real problems and generate recurring revenue, the exact prompts and the strategies that I use myself to create professional websites in minutes, along with how to clone. Building websites for local businesses with Claude is one of the most underrated ways to make money online right now. Those people still have no idea it exists yet because local businesses are desperate for websites. And we're talking restaurants, plumbers, hair salons, gyms, they all need one. But they all either can't afford a traditional web developer, or maybe they've been burned by someone who charged them thousands and then still delivered almost nothing. And that's where you come in. Because I've been using Claude to build professional, fully functional websites for local businesses, and the results have kind of been insane. Because we're talking real money, fast turnaround, and clients who are genuinely blown away by what you can hand them. And no, you don't need to know how to code. But here's the thing, and this is what separates the people who actually build a sustainable income doing this from the ones who just kind of try it once and then they give up. It's not really about the website. Those people who try this treat it like a one-time gig, and that is the mistake. I'm going to show you exactly how to build a site, what to say to land the client, and the one shift in how you position yourself that turns this from a side hustle into something that actually compounds over time. Now, if you want to master AI tools and you want to learn how to build profitable SaaS apps and websites, AI agents, and mobile apps with AI, then I've created a complete masterclass that shows you exactly how to do it all step by step. And this masterclass will only cost $499 to join, but since you are watching this video, thank you. You can join completely free. Just check out that link in the description below to get free access to my masterclass, and you too can start building your AI-powered business today. That said, go ahead and get started. A lot of beginners, they open up Claude Code, and then they jump straight into the text editor, and then immediately assume that they need to become full developers to build websites for local businesses. The process quickly turns into learning frameworks, debugging random errors, managing hosting, and trying to connect systems that clients never even think about. So local business owners care about something much simpler. They just want a website that looks professional, works properly on mobile, that loads fast, and really does help bring in more customers consistently. And that changes the entire approach. Directly using Claude Code for client projects sounds powerful in theory, but it also creates a huge amount of unnecessary complexity for beginners. Even when AI generates the code for you, there's still a technical layer that becomes your responsibility. Now, I'm talking about hosting, backend setup, databases, authentication, security, deployment, form handling, and maintenance, all you need to function properly once the site goes live. A single issue can create a real business problem for the client. If a booking form stops working or the website suddenly goes offline, then leads start disappearing right away. So managing that kind of pressure becomes difficult when every part of the system is manually configured. A lot of people just end up spending a lot more time fixing technical problems than actually building a business. And this is why platforms like Base 44 make much more sense for local business websites. Because Base 44 essentially acts as a wrapper around Claude Code. Claude still handles the intelligence and the generation behind the scenes, while Base 44 then provides the infrastructure, the deployment systems, hosting environments, and business-ready setup needed to launch websites reliably. So the workflow becomes a lot easier to manage because you're not constantly dealing with server-side problems or complicated configurations. So more time instead goes towards the parts clients actually care about, like the design, the messaging, the booking flow, the lead generation, and the overall customer experience. And that is where the real opportunity comes from. Because a plumber doesn't care whether you manually configure APIs late at night, right? They care about getting more service calls. A dentist wants more appointments. Restaurants want more reservations. So the website is simply the tool helping those things happen more efficiently. Base 44 removes a lot of that technical friction that normally slows beginners down. You still get the power of Claude running underneath the platform, but the process just becomes far more practical for building and delivering real client projects. Sites can launch faster, they can stay more reliable, and also scale much more easily as more clients come in. So that also means deprogramming experience is no longer required to start building high-quality local business websites. So small creators and solo entrepreneurs can now compete with larger agencies because that technical barrier has just become dramatically lower. So later we'll actually build one, and I'm going to walk you through the process together. Let's go ahead and talk about why local businesses actually need better websites right now, because this is what makes the entire service valuable in the first place. A lot of people think that they're selling web design, but that's not really what businesses are paying for. Local businesses are paying for credibility, visibility, customer access, and a smoother way to bring in leads consistently. So open up Google and then search for any local business near you. It could be, say, a restaurant, a dentist, a plumber, cleaning company, or a law firm. So the first thing that you're going to notice is how quickly you judge the business based on the website alone, right? Because if a site looks outdated or broken, slow, or difficult to use, trust immediately drops. And that matters because modern customers research everything online. You know you do before making a decision. If a business does not have a professional looking website, then people just start questioning whether the business is even active or trustworthy. The website has basically become the business's first impression. So now let's look at the actual information on the site. And most visitors are searching for very simple things like, say, the business hours, their services, the pricing, a phone number or two, and location details. And a surprising number of local websites make this information for some reason them difficult to find. Some bury it deep inside pages, while others just leave important sections completely updated. Yet, once that happens, customers leave and just move on to another business. So lead generation is also another huge reason that these websites matter so much right now. Because modern websites are no longer just digital brochures selling online. They're supposed to actively bring in calls and bookings and inquiries throughout the day. So good websites include contact forms, booking systems, quote requests, and clear call to action buttons that make taking the next step feel a lot easier. So that process keeps working even when the business owner is offline or maybe even asleep. The mobile experience also plays a massive role here because most of the searches, well, they don't happen on our big screen, they happen on our phones. Someone searching for a plumber or a nearby dentist is usually just trying to make a decision quickly on the phone. And if the site loads badly on mobile, has tiny buttons or broken layouts or hard to read text, then people will just bounce immediately out of the website. A lot of businesses are losing customers every single day simply because their mobile experience of the website just feels frustrating. Easy updates matter as well. Businesses constantly change operating hours and services and pricing, promotions and menus, or even staff information. They don't want to contact a developer every single time that they need one small edit. They want something simple enough to manage themselves without turning every update into another invoice. And that's why the opportunity here is so strong, because local businesses already understand they need a website. So the real problem is that many of them are just stuck with websites that no longer help the business grow. And once you understand those pain points clearly, then selling a service becomes much easier, because now you're solving problems that they already feel every day. Pricing starts making a lot more sense once you look at the actual value a website creates for a business. Now, clients are not paying based on how many hours you spend building pages. They're paying for the result the website helps generate. Business owners are already busy managing the actual business. So a dentist wants to focus on their patients. A restaurant owner wants to focus on operations. So spending time fixing websites, updating pages, or dealing with broken forms is the last thing they want to worry about. So let's take care of that entire digital side, save them some time, and remove unnecessary stress. So our final presentation here also matters a lot. Even if AI tools speed up the production process, the client still receives a polished website that feels like a premium agency product. Professional design, strong mobile experience, of course, and smooth booking systems immediately increase perceived value. Ongoing support, of course, makes the offer even stronger. Many businesses still want someone available for any updates or fixes or improvements after the launch. Maintenance packages also create recurring revenue for you while giving clients confidence that the site stays updated and running properly. Revenue growth is what really drives the investment as well. A well-optimized website can bring in more calls and bookings and inquiries every month. If a $2,500 website helps generate a few high-value clients consistently, then the return easily outweighs the original cost. Once clients see that connection, what really drives the investment as well. A well-optimized website can bring in a few high-value clients consistently, then the return easily outweighs the entire workload here. The business has this large language model. Now, Claude may already feel nervous or stressed or unavailable. Then be patient. 30 pages. Open app.base44.com and then log into your account. Available to us. Next, go down covering the intended goal, the core flows, and the technical requirements for the website. So let's take a few minutes here to review the generated plan really careful. And here's the thing, Base44, as you've seen, is incredibly powerful, but most people still don't know how to use it properly. They end up building basic apps that don't make money or websites that can't even convert. And that's exactly why I created my own complete Base44 masterclass. Now, inside of my course, I'm going to show you step by step how to build profitable SaaS businesses and high converting websites and mobile apps, of course, all using AI with zero coding required. We're going to learn how to build SaaS apps that solve real problems and generate recurring revenue. Also, the exact prompts and strategies that I use myself to create professional websites in minutes, along with how to clone successful apps and then add your own profitable space, and my proven system for turning Base44 projects into actual income streams. Now, this is not just theory alone. I'm going to walk you through real builds and show you my exact process, and I'll give you the templates and frameworks that have helped my students launch their very own successful AI-powered businesses. And again, this masterclass only costs $499 to join, but only for the people that are watching this video. Thank you so much. You can join completely free. So if you are serious about building something profitable with AI in 2026, you got to click that link in the description below to join my Base44 masterclass. Because I tell you, your future self will thank you for taking action now, today, instead of just watching another tutorial. All right, so let's go back. The homepage is basically the digital storefront, right, for the entire business. So when someone lands on the site, they should right away immediately understand what they're learning. Especially now, today, instead of just masterclass only costs $499 to join, but only for the people that are watching this video. Thank you so much. You can join completely free. So if you are serious about building something profitable with AI in 2026, you got to click that link in the description below to join my Base44 masterclass. Because I tell you, your future self will thank you for taking action now, today, instead of just watching another tutorial. All right, so let's go back. The homepage is basically the digital storefront, right, for the entire business. So when someone lands on the site, they should right away immediately understand what the clinic does, whether they can trust it, and how to book an appointment. So let's go to the prompt panel key in the lower left corner of the screen, and then click the settings icon again. Let's just make sure the AI model is set to Claude Opus 4.8, because sometimes Base44 automatically switches it back to auto. Now, the first thing that we want to improve is the overall visual trust of the homepage. Dental websites need to feel clean, calm, and professional right away. So in the prompt panel, paste this prompt. Style the homepage with a modern medical aesthetic. Use a color palette of soft blue and clean white. Ensure the hero section has a background image of a friendly, clean dental office. So let's press enter on that and give Base44 a few minutes to implement the changes. And as you can see, once the up to the prompt panel,
So here's my thing so far from listening to all these different videos and getting all this information. Basically, I see that everybody in the space mostly, obviously they're trying to sell something because you're not making videos for fun, but a lot of them are like tied to Go High Level, which makes them really want to get you in their free course so that you join Go High Level and pay the monthly every month. But the Go High Level's website are ugly. Like, I don't feel like it's a differentiating factor. Like, maybe it still works, but you're like showing people an ugly ass website when AI can do like much better websites. I would love to like, instead of trying to do everything for everyone, just figure out one niche. And I'm thinking either the construction or the fitness, or maybe both, because I have clients in those niches, especially fitness. And then really focus on creating like high converting websites that are amazing to watch, you know, like really, really great looking websites, but also really functional and designed specifically for those people in mind. Because I could definitely sell them like a lead generating website that has a VSL on top, and then we drive traffic to those websites with their organic content, obviously, but also with ads. You know, I could sell ads after that. So I don't know much about ads, but I know that Claude, you just like figured that out, and I do a lot of ads like editing, so I think it wouldn't be that hard to figure out the putting the ads up part, especially if the management is run by Claude. So I think that's going to be the best combo, would be like highly specialized into those niches and figuring out like how to build high converting website that look amazing. Because I can do the VSLs, you know, I can do the VSLs look amazing, right? That's one thing that we already have. So yeah, what are your thoughts? And yeah.
I see a ton of creators selling AI-generated websites, but does it actually work? I tested it out so you don't have to. So I went on Google Maps and I searched for any local business. Then I scraped a list of a couple thousand leads. There's tons of tools out there that you could use. I actually have my own inside of my program, so I just use that to scrape for free. Then you're going to go ahead and open High Level, the tool that I use to call these leads, to message these leads, and set up all of the automations. I have an extended 30-day trial if you're looking to get signed up for that. You're going to set up this exact automation that you see with 3 different messages. You want to set up 3 so you can split test and find the winner. And once they respond, you can actually program it to send you a notification so you get a text every time somebody responds to your cold SMS. Once they reply, you call them straight away and you tell them, hey, I've already made this website for you. When would you like to have a look at it? You will never send them the website before you get on the meeting because they will just ghost you. So your only goal is to schedule this meeting as quickly as possible. I'm talking about scheduling it within the next 30 minutes because that's all you need to generate this website. So now you're going to go back to Google Maps and you're going to find their profile and you're going to copy all of their information, including their reviews as well. And then you're going to use a tool like the one I'm showing on screen. You're going to type this exact prompt, and then right after that, you're going to paste all the information that you just copied off Google Maps. If you want a more detailed prompt and you want the access to the tool that I'm using, you can check that out in the first link in the description. After about 10 minutes, you should have a very personalized website for them, and that's what you're going to present on the call. They can ask for whatever changes they want, and you can edit those super, super quickly. And if they have a domain, you can actually connect to the domain super easily. If not, you can also offer to buy one and then just charge them a fee on top of that. Now, this part is very important, so listen up. There's 2 ways of charging for these websites. You can either charge $500, $1,000 upfront, or you can charge through the MRR method, which is charging $50, $99, and making the website for free. And how you justify it is through hosting. So when you're buying a land of property to build a house, you need to have that land first before you build a house. So that's how you justify it. And if you're really greedy, you can charge upfront plus the hosting. And just like that, you've secured yourself a nice pay for 10 minutes of work. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. After this, you're going to want to sell infrastructure. You're going to want to sell AI agents. You're going to want to sell funnels. You're going to want to sell marketing. So if you want to learn exactly how I do this, you can check the first link again in the description. You can work with me personally one-on-one.
Good stuff.
Las páginas web fueron el primer producto o servicio digital que yo empecé a vender. Eran páginas web desde cero en con solo pegar kiosk web a negocios locales en 2016. Y no quiero que tú los vayas a copiar. Un solo objetivo puede ser mandar a generar un calendario, una adquisición, una compra directa de un servicio o producto, etc. Hey, things right. We've made $5,000 in March. And yeah, what we do very simply is we help roofers basically launch or grow their business. We do it by setting them up with simple go-handle systems as well as sell them the actual product they need to grow. Here's just a quick example of how back in the day, this is, hey, name's Ryan. We've made $205,000 in March. And yeah, what we do very simply is we help roofers basically launch or grow their business. We do it by setting them up with simple go-handle systems as well as sell them the actual product they need to grow. Here's just a quick example of how back in the day, this is a year or so ago, how we've started essentially pitching without pitching our products. Right, so.
Yeah.
Rafael, no puedo abrir el proyecto para ver el final del podcast.
El final no aparece.
Error me sale.
Ya, déjalo, yo lo agrego, ¿ya?
Ya, voy con música igual, ¿no?
Ya.
Ya.
So basically, selling them the need or like showing these guys and girls, so these business owners who might not understand the value of AI or websites or go high level, because I found it very difficult to showcase that for a long time. But being able to do it in front of them, in front of their very eyes, and making them realize the power of the software and platform. So very simply put, what we've done, this is an example of the homepage we have. Basically, what you can do is, you rip this up with Claude or with Replit, prompt it, make it beautiful, make it something like this. And what we've done, we've used Claude to change this button to a pop-up that links with Go High Level. And what that does is brings it into a software that looks like this. So we've custom coded it. This is just an example, a quick one made for ourselves. And what you can do is once you've filled out your information here, right, you can have your lead or your prospect input their website in here. And what it does, it automatically creates their website, but it has an AI voice, an AI chat widget on it, which you can then, obviously, if you're doing cold calls or cold approaches, or if they're inbound, as in like you've got paid ads to a landing page, they fill out their information, you can lead with reciprocity, showing them value, showing them that you've done the homework, and showing them what it could potentially look like to work with you by replicating their website with the AI chat and AI voice widget on it. Genuinely, like, if you are able to express the value of the product to them by showing what it would look like with their stuff on it, improved with the AI features on it, explaining the value of speed to lead. So if leads are called within the first minute, followed up, they have a 400% likelihood of actually converting that lead, as opposed to if they leave for 5, even like an hour, it significantly decreases. So yeah, we've done it for all sorts of niches. Basically, we've custom coded it. So if you wanted us to custom code for you, simply upgrade to 497 plan. I'm going to click down, right? The way I like to do it is more than say, hey, cool, like if I was in with the AI chat widget and the voice widget on it, I'll show people be more open to the idea of what you can do.
Right, so today I want to explain why I believe selling AI websites is the fastest way to make your first 10K online. Notice how I don't say 10K online, I just say 10K. So I'm going to explain why that's the case, but
This is coming from someone who's coached close to 1,000 people now over the past couple of years. And as you can see, people are getting results. Okay, I'm not going to go into this one, but this is from experience, what I've seen from people, especially people who are just starting out online. Okay, so what I noticed, or at least what you should notice as well, is that any online service-based type of offer typically follows these 4 steps. You have to come up with an offer. So what am I going to sell to people? Outreach is you reaching out to potential clients. So how are you going to get clients? So cold calling, cold DMs, cold email, all the good stuff. Sales, how do I convert those leads into paying customers? So once I get them interested, how do I close them and get them to pay me? And then I have to do service delivery. Okay? That's like the normal life cycle or formula to follow in order to make money online. Okay, you come up with an offer, reach out to potential clients, close those deals, they'll get the service that you sold. Now, the reason why I like websites and like simple offers like that is that the offer is very easy to explain. Okay, it's not like some Facebook ads where you have to explain to the person that we're going to create ads, we're going to work with leads, we're going to follow up with them, you have to put money to ad spend. I don't know how many leads I'm going to get you exactly, but it's going to be around $20. It's like a lot more complicated to explain and to sell to people. Whereas when you sell something like websites, everyone knows what a website is. Okay, so it's very easy to explain the offer, so you're not too worried or having to work around that. And then also, service delivery is very easy. Okay, to build a website, it is extremely simple. Okay, and I can show you how to do it. We typically use Go High Level. So most people would use like or before in the past, we used to use like the normal website builder on Go High Level. But now Go High Level has a tool that's called AI Studio, which is pretty cool, which allows you to create websites using AI prompts. Okay, so here's an example of a student that I work with. Let me actually put something up already. So this was the client's original website. Okay, this is what they had in Google and everything. As you can see, they're a landscaping business, but they also sell CBD stuff. Okay, so it's a bit all over the place. So I don't think I need to explain why this is probably not the best website for them. But as you can see, aesthetically, it doesn't look really nice. There's a bunch of different offers on it, which doesn't really, there's NFTs available. I bet that's a weird client, but anyways. But as you can see, we have their website. And let's say this client reached out to us and said, hey, yes, I would like to get a new website. How do you actually do it? Back in the day, you would have to manually create the entire thing. Now with this Go High Level Builder, all you can do is grab the URL, go on Go High Level AI Studio, and then as you can see, you can just paste the link and ask the AI to recreate the website for you. Right? And again, I'm not saying it's perfect right here, I just make a quick demo. But as you can see, it's not too bad. Like, it looks a lot better than what they have at least. And also, if you notice, let's say I take this picture, you'll notice there's like, this is the picture, then if I go on their actual website, you'll see it's the exact same picture. Okay, so that's what's cool, is that they pull directly from their pictures, it gets the business information, like everything that's on the website. Go High Level will pull it for you automatically, and it really just builds the website for you. Okay, and then you can show this to your client as a first draft, and then get the client's feedback, and if they say, hey, I don't like colors, I'm going to change it up, you can just continue having a conversation with the AI and basically tell the AI what your client told you. Okay, and as you can see, I even added a little prompt that said, can you add an AI chat widget to the landing page? And if you look at the bottom right, you see there's a chat widget. So super easy to integrate AI as well. That's another benefit of using the Go High Level version versus, let's say, Claude. You can make websites on Claude as well. Now you can make like a quick example here. So as you can see, create a website for local Montreal installation company from Montreal. So, I had to say Montreal. And as you can see, make a website. Now, is it a nice website? That's a different conversation to have. Like, you can obviously modify. This is just one prompt, and I didn't give it any instructions. But as you can see, it took 30 seconds, and I have a fully built website for the client. Okay, so it's very easy to do. You can do it with Claude. I do think Claude makes nicer websites. It's just a bit more complicated to set up in the backend. But anyways, all that to say, this offer is very easy to sell. Okay, you can visually show people what you build. It's very easy for them to understand. They know the value of a website. You can install a bunch of AI stuff in it. So you can say it's an AI-powered website. So it's not just a normal website. It's a website that's going to use AI to work your leads and convert them and book them into all that good stuff. And it's easy to explain, easy to sell, and everything. Okay, so if I go back to my diagram, you'll notice again why is this the quickest way to make your first 10K? Is because you don't have to stress about coming up with a irresistible offer, a very good offer, and you don't have to stress about delivery. Okay, this is one thing I see lots of people do, is they spend months and months learning, watching YouTube videos on how to build insane AI projects or how to run ads or whatever complicated offer they try to push. But when you sell something like websites, as you can see, like any website is really not that complicated. Okay, so when you do that, the benefit is that you can focus on these 2 squares right here, which is outreach and sales. Okay, because you're not worried about, oh my god, how am I going to build a website? You know how to build a website, right? So 100% of your energy can be focused on how do I get clients and how do I close them into paying clients. And what's fun is that if, let's say, you sell a website for $1,000, okay, just using that number, you would need to sell 10 people. After 10 people that you close, you will now have $10,000 in your bank account, which is cool. The issue with websites is that it's not a recurring offer. Okay? These people are not going to need a website every single month. So they're not going to pay you $1K per month. And you might charge for hosting fees like $50 or $100 a month, but that's not really attractive. Okay? But what it is going to do is, one, it's going to put some money in your bank, which is always nice. But 2, it's going to teach you how to get in contact with clients and then how to close deals. So these things, instead of becoming red being like you're inexperienced, you don't know how to do it, it might become yellow. So it's semi-good. It's a bit better than it was before. It's not green, it's not perfect, but you are better at it. And now, when you come up with a ideally good offer, so this should stay green, the delivery might become red. Okay? Because it is, arguably, if you are selling something that's 1K, 2K, 3K a month, it's typically a bit harder to deliver. Okay? But now, you have a good offer, because that's something, anyone can come up with a good offer if you do some research. Outreach and sales, you gain some experience by selling this simple offer. Okay? You weren't stressed about delivery, so you focus 100% of your energy on how to get it. Now you can replicate that with a new offer, where the delivery might be a bit more complicated, but So if you are just starting out and you're maybe struggling, with sales and outreach and how to get clients and all of that stuff, maybe consider switching to a very simple offer like, hey, Mr. Plumber, I will help you make a new website, and just cold call or outreach every single hour of the day. Like, trust me, if you do this for a month, you will close deals and you will make money. It's just most people don't do it. They're too lazy, they don't want to do it. I don't like to cold call, I'm scared, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you're scared, you're not going to make money. It is what it is. I'm talking for people who actually want to see results and make money online. Okay, you do what you're going to do, but at least if you have a simple offer like building websites, and especially with low high level now being able to do everything for you, you really have no excuse in terms of, oh, I'm waiting to learn how to build websites and then I'll start reaching out to clients. Okay, in a day, you can build a website for yourself, have your logo, have everything set up, and then the next day you start reaching out to potential clients, and you just rip phone calls every single day. Okay, and you will get people who say yes to you. And then you build a skill set. When you become better at sales, when you're like, okay, I actually know how to sell. Now that I'm closing every day and I'm making these deals that are just one-off payments, what else can I sell that's going to be recurring instead? That way, when I do close a deal, I'm going to get paid month per month instead of just a one-time fee. And that's when you switch your offer to something that's a bit more complicated but recurring. Okay, so I hope this is useful. I hope this makes sense. As usual, if you guys have any questions for me, you can leave a comment. Otherwise, best of luck at everything. And as usual, if you are interested in joining performance-based mentorship, there's a link in the description for you to book a call. Otherwise, best of luck. Go crush it out there. Let's make some money, and we'll see you in the next day. Peace.
What if I told you that you can create a professional website in less than 5 minutes without coding, without hiring a developer, and without spending money? In this video, I will show you how to use a simple AI tool to generate an entire website while using free stock images from
This website took 10 minutes to build, no experience, no technical capabilities, and no coding at all. And businesses like this pay up towards $10,000 to agencies for building. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find these businesses, reach out to them, build their website, and then turn that one client into a $2,000 a month client with AI upsell. There's a lot of AI content showing you how to build websites, how to do anything, how to use blog, but none of it tells you what to charge, how to find clients, how to scale it as a business. So that's what this video is. So before I show you how to build a website, I want to show you how the business model actually works and how it's going to take you from 0 to 5K to 10K to 20K.
So let's here. Okay. Good. This is the sharp is yeah, this whole thread, and you're basically reversing journal one point it's and nobody else. Just let me validate, let's try it, then sharpen the things that'll make it or break it. It's a product expansion for VIDEOSBYRAF, so the fitness coach you already have. ICP already added the content, they're not called starting. Trusting, that's completely from 2 plumbers. Leave with that. Look at the GHL, ugly critique is correct. GHL templates will take 2016. The group pushes for affiliate check, not because it does the best sites. You're gonna think, why show an ugly site when AI could build a gorgeous one? It's the gap in the market. Beautiful converting is the differentiator when you can actually deliver it. Niche down, no more or less for all 15 videos. The VSL is your mode. This is the whole game. Read it. Not one of those 15 videos offer everyone sells a website. You sell a website with a VSL that turns their content to book calls. The website is the wrapper, the VSL is the engine, and you're already world class at the engine. No GHL affiliate can copy that, lead the offer with the VSL, not the website. Interesting. Maybe both is the trap. That's unniching. Go fitness. Drop construction entirely for now. Construction is the guru's default because they have no edge, so they pick the generic local play. You have the opposite. 0 construction clients, 0 brand fit, and contractors only VSLs. Fitness leverages everything you own. Get specific within fitness. Online coaches, personal trainer, not a local gym. Here's why it matters. Online coaches live and die by funnels, site VSL ads. They already build this high LTV. They're literally your existing clients. Your VSL plus ads model fits them like a glove. Local gyms are a different beast. Foot traffic, local SEO, booking, that's the GHL local SEO play where your result edge barely matters. So online fitness coaches with the site plus VSL growth offer. That's where your edge is sharpest. Sharpening. Number 2, the honest truth about the ads leg. This is the one place I'll push back. I don't know ads, but Claude can figure it out. Is half right and half dangerous. Claude, your ad editing skill crushes the creative setup, copy, structure that's real, but ad management, optimizing, scaling, not touching a client's budget is a genuine skill with the client's money on the line. Results are volatile. This is the riskiest, least proven leg of your plan and the fastest way to refund bad decision if you leave with it. So sequence it. Nail the conversion asset first. Site plus VSL, you're already elite here. Zero risk. Prove it converts on their organic content. Prove it converts on their organic content. Free traffic. Your funnel converts better. Instant proof. Then add ads as paid upsell. Then starting with small budgets on 2-3 clients you trust. Cloud assisted while you learn, or partner with higher media buyer for optimizations. You're not gambling client money cold. Charge retainer plus % of spend once it's proven. Ads is the ladder, not the entry. Land on the conversion machine, climb to traffic. The coach conversion funnel sold as growth, not a website. Build one-time premium high converting niche site, embedded VSL booking. The VSL is not a GHL site. During ladder monthly plus VSL refresh maintenance. Get it too low base things. Get yourselves a weapon, expect them all to kill VSL. First move from the research, supercharge with the one thing you're best at on red. You correctly spotted the herd. You're selling ugly commodity site, trying to fill the check and your advantage. Fitness, book VSL, video quality lets you sell the premium. Grow funnel instead. Quality online fitness coaches lead with the VSL, nil conversion before ads. That's the combo. So I think we could probably charge for a one-time like website creation, VSL, obviously recording, and yeah, recording, editing, all of that for sure. But I don't think the monthly like should be high for the keeping it up. You know, like I don't think that's the play. I think the play is then to sell ads. You know, obviously I don't know much about it yet, but I think if we have a strong VSL, we have a beautiful landing page with a good like questionnaire process, so that it can also keep all the leads, so like connect it to a CRM. That would be good. I mean, there's a lot of GHL functionalities that are great. If we can get away without it, maybe. But yeah, it has to be simple and it has to connect with all the Facebook ads later on, right? So that everything is centralized. Because if we have everything all over the place, it's going to be a headache in the long run. Now, I still do want to do the construction. I think they have a lot more money. That's the thing. I don't think that most online fitness coach might be at the spot where they can consistently run ads because they are on a like I don't know, like most of them are 5 to 15K a month, and then they might get better later, but I mean those are a few, not most of them, especially in Quebec. But still, it might still be an offer that I could get a few clients. So anyways, coming back to the planning here. So ideally we create a beautiful website, then get them on a monthly recurring for hosting, but like $100 a month, and then mostly running ads. That would be the recurring, because we could film them, we can edit the videos, we can do the whole thing for them. Or they can film themselves and we just run the ads. Either way.
So first we have the entry offer. This is the $97 a month. They get the website, the building benefits. They get free Netlify hosting, and you get the basic maintenance. This doesn't cover anything. It'll take you 30 minutes. So we from these things. $97 a month is not what we're going to have for clients. This is just our foot in the door. This is how we build trust. Brings us.
The fuck is Netlify hosting?
Right. To the next step, this is the foundation. So at this point, I have 5 clients, make $3,500, $500 websites, and you make about $500 a month. This is not life-changing money, but now you have 5 clients, paying you $500 in total, and more importantly, you have 5 business owners that actually trust you and you deliver the service that they think you need. Now we're going to use that for the next step, which is going to get us to over $2,000 a month. Because now that you have your foot in the door, you're going to be able to upsell these clients. We're going to be upselling them on either Google Ads, voice AI, chatbots that engage with leads and book appointments, or Google Renew agents. Basically, only focusing on the AI that actually brings them money. I'm going to show you a full stack that you can upsell at the end with pricing. And I was going to force how to get to 10K, and this is only assume that you didn't get any more clients than 5 that you started. Now imagine that you had a client, you upsold them on Google Ads, they now get more traffic to your website, they get more traffic on the phone, they might even get more traffic on their WhatsApp or their SMS. Now because they're getting more calls, more traffic, you implement AIs on their traffic, which means that not only are you getting more leads, you're actually also converting those leads for them. So the website is what gets you through the door, and the upsells is how you're actually going to be making meaningful money. And this is the exact same model that we run with our agency. It's getting our foot in the door with a no-brainer offer and then upselling them onto our services as we go. Now let me show you how to find a client that we're going to be building the website. You don't need a list, you don't need a software, all you need is Google Maps in 10 minutes. You're going to find a real business and build a website right now. I'm going to be doing it within the junk removal niche, which is a goated niche. We're going to be looking for companies with shitty websites or no websites. And how you can find this is I look for companies that have under 50 or around 50 Google. And as you can see, you can upset them don't have any websites at all. That means that we're going to be generic, it's going to be specific. We're going to build a complete website for the local business. The coffee is good and the information is correct, but I want some more specific junk removal photos. So I'm going to go back to Claude, and I'm going to ask them to find some better junk removal pictures from a cost on it for $500. Now I'll show you how to get a client. You can add their own domain and then
In this video, I will show you in less than 2 minutes the one of the service they are charging, the more you can charge for your website service. So it definitely makes this as well.
It's almost unfair that this is legal, but I already made 500K selling AI websites to local businesses that only took 5 minutes to make. In fact, it's so easy that many of my students are just straight up copying me to make 10K, 17K, and even 40K per month. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make over $500 per day selling AI websites to local businesses in 2026, even if you're completely new to this. You don't need to learn web design or code, just a laptop and a few simple prompts will get you there. To start, I have to show you the simple strategy we're going to use that makes our offer so irresistible that these local businesses will literally feel stupid saying no. I'm going to walk you through the exact operational process of selling modern websites to local businesses, from sourcing leads to closing deals and delivering the site, using AI as an leverage system, and even positioning that website clients. The goal is clarity, speed, and predictability. The core problem with local businesses is that most local businesses' websites fail in the same predictable ways. So they're outdated, their visual design erodes trust, poor mobile experience, no real SEO structure, local optimization isn't there, slow load times. These local businesses are losing leads, losing calls, and losing revenue every single day. And why this problem exists is, it isn't because business owners don't care, it's because they're focused on running their business. They don't know anything about web design. Traditional web design is expensive, slow, people have this perception of it as super technical, and they actually don't know what good looks like. So you have to bear that in mind.
Most sites were built years ago, never updated, and touched only when something breaks. So the opportunity, the gap is simple for us. Local businesses need modern, high-converting websites to get more clients, but they don't want long timelines, complexity, or agency headaches. By leveraging AI, we can build fast, price competitively, and deliver quality results that feel like they're high level. And from the outside, you're just a reliable web partner who makes everything sound easy and who delivers on time and who overperforms. So it's going to give you massive authority and it's going to give you massive trust. The system is based upon real websites, real clients, and a repeatable delivery process that is very, very scalable. And we're going to get into how we do that in this video. So lead generation, finding the right business. The objective here is to create a consistent pipeline of local businesses that actually need a new website, that have money to invest in a website, and that are easy to work with. Not every local business is a good lead. So you need to bear that in mind. Obviously, they need to have a website that needs updated. There's no point outreaching companies that have great websites. They need to have money to invest, and obviously, they want to be easy to work with. Your primary sources will be Google Maps, Google Search, Yelp, local directories, or you could use D7. It's totally up to you. Like, I'm going to show you how we can find a landscaping website. Super easy. So I've just Googled landscapers Austin. I went on to Google Maps. And you literally could just scroll through this and just find websites. You can see here kind of the websites running attached. So Happy Garden of Austin. They don't even have a website on their Google business profile, which is crazy. You can literally build one for this company, reach out to them. Like at the beginning, before we start scaling this, I would do this. I would just call companies that had no website on their Google business profile and it worked extremely well. So I mean, most local businesses have bad websites. It took me maybe 30 seconds to find this website. But in terms of what we're going to be doing for this strategy, the email campaigns in terms of client acquisition, what I would recommend is going to D7 Lead Finder. I want you to put in keywords, put in landscaping here, and then you're going to put in cities. You could put in Austin, put in Miami, put in New York City, whatever, and then you're going to go down and name your campaign. Obviously, choose US, and you're just going to click fetch leads, and it's going to create a lead list for you. And that's what we're going to use for our campaigns. Now, you don't want to just use that lead list straight off the bat. You want to use a tool called Reune Email Verifier. So when you scrape the leads from D7, you want to put them into Reune, and it will verify emails. So it means they're actually live. These emails actually work. They're actually emails of the business owner, and it will clean your list. And you can see here in the last week, we've done like 105,000 leads, and you can see here that only half were safe. So that should show you like a lot of these emails, a lot of these lead lists are going to be old, they're going to be dated, so you need to clean them. Then also you're going to upload your leads to Instant. After you upload them to Reune, download that list and then upload it to Instant. I'm going to show you how that works. So in terms of niches to avoid, from my experience, some niches are harder because they're price sensitive, they're constantly pitched, they're historically poor at closing. Examples could be like personal trainers, barbershops, gyms, low ticket solo services. These tend to, try to shop on price, they delay decisions, they churn quickly, they're generally hard to deal with. Niches that consistently work better are high-intent service-based niches. Examples can be home servicing, roofing, HVAC, plumbing, landscaping, legal, professional services, medical services, dental clinics, high-value local services that actually understand marketing and have the money to invest. In many agencies, 60-80% of paying clients come from just 2 different niches. Now, in our agency right now, what we're doing is we're running 4 niches at the one time, 2 blue-collar and 2 white-collar. The reason for that is actually something that we learned recently. So up until a couple of weeks ago, we were just running 2 niches, and it was 2 blue-collar niches, roofing and landscaping. Then the storm hit in the US, and our leads fell off a cliff. So now we're trying to not over-leverage ourselves on blue-collar, and we're going to run 4 campaigns congruently, and it's going to be 2 white-collar and 2 blue-collar. So hopefully that makes sense. And you obviously don't have to run 4 niches, you can run 2 niches, but I recommend 1 white-collar and 1 blue-collar, because again, you're not going to over-leverage yourself. And if something does happen, like a snowstorm in the US, all your leads will fall off a cliff, because let's say you're running currency campaigns, and let's say you're running landscaper campaigns, you're still going to have leads to play with. In terms of what a good lead looks like, I'll go over this pretty quickly. It's self-explanatory. Their website's outdated. It's not good on mobile. There's no CTAs. Their hero section doesn't look good. There's no SEO. And green flags are something like they've got a lot of employees. They serve a certain area, a certain locality. They've got a lot of good Google reviews. Maybe they're running some paid ads, which means they have money for marketing. Red flags to ignore are if they have maybe no website at all. That means maybe they don't see the value in the website. If they're a brand new business, if the business is a side project, or if you speak to them and they're giving you like, my cousin built this energy, my cousin built this. My experience, you just want to avoid them. In terms of outreach, the cold email system, or the gold email system I'm going to show you right now, is to turn cold leads into booked conversations. So the tool that we're going to be using is called Instantly, and it's going to allow you to send at scale. Simplicity scales, and I'm going to show you why that's really important. So you do not need to overcomplicate this. And the system works because it's short, relevant, and we're providing value first. So I'm going to show you the core structure of the email: personalized opening line, observation, soft CTA, low pressure CTA, no pitching, no features, and we actually don't mention AI. So this is Instantly. Again, this is from the 23rd to, or the 19th to the 23rd of January before the storm hit the US. We sent out 40,000 emails, and we got 49 sales opportunities from those emails, which is $112,000 in pipeline value. We sell our website between $2,500 and $3,500. So this should show you the opportunity. In terms of what the email looks like, this is how we sell our emails. Now, don't let all of these brackets overwhelm you. We have to do this because we're sending so much volume. We have to differentiate our emails. All of these are little small differentiators so that our emails will land in the inbox. And let me show you what an example lead looks like. So you can see here, super simple email. Hey there, I recently found your business. Realize you guys have a ton of reviews, your website's dated. We're working with a lot of companies like yours building their websites. So we've created a custom demo site for you to see. Are you open to a short call? This guy said yes. Includes phone number. Doesn't push button. Shoot me a text or a call tomorrow. Boom. Invite lead. Set a ring zone. Books one to closer. That's the power of email. And we got 49 of them in 1 week. So I mean, that's really getting you pretty excited. And it works because business owners know for the most part they need better websites. It feels helpful, not promotional, and it creates curiosity, which persuades them to get on the call. Common mistake to avoid this is long explanations, talking too much, attaching proposals too early, attaching pricing, over-automating, overcomplicating emails, all leads to less bookings. Now, in terms of from how we get this lead to actually showing them the website, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to build the website with AI. I'm going to show you how to do that now. And the goal is to demonstrate speed, control, and quality. So we're going to use pre-tested prompts. We're going to build page structure first, then refine copy and layout, and we're going to narrate the steps, just like why sections are ordered in a certain way, why headlines are simplified, and why CPAs are repeated. We can also make live changes, clear up the headline, clear the hero section, stronger CPAs, better spacing, mobile adjustments, and the end
time on this video, so we're not here all day. It usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes to build out a website. I've already gone and done this for you. So this is the website built out. Let me actually just open this in a new tab so you can see what this website looks like. So pretty and neat. The AI has just created this from nothing. It's literally just created this from nothing. And if I scroll down here, you can see this is a pretty killer website. Now, if you're speaking to someone who has a bad website or doesn't know a website, this is pretty proud. It's got a custom booking system. Right, queues, like this website isn't seeing, and AI just plucked this out of thin air, and you can see here, these are all different pages, services. This is killer. This website's killer. And this is what it looks like on Lovable's backend. You can see the prompt that I give it, and then if I scroll down, if you want to make changes, so let me show you some of the changes I've made. So there's an issue. When you scroll down, all the sections disappear. I want you to fix the issue and then analyze what the issue is. So Lovable is prompt based. If you have any issues, you don't plug and play or try and code. You literally just put in what you want changed, try and describe it as best as possible, and then it goes. So that is what you're going to show on the sales call. But we actually take it one step further. So we just don't show them a custom demo website. We actually create a custom SEO, business and competitor analysis / report to show them on the call using a custom GPT. So what the report includes is website issues, SEO gaps, conversion blockers, missed opportunities, and it increases close rate massively. Because essentially what you're doing is you're going to show them a report that tells them what's wrong with their current website, how you could make it better, how you can improve SEO, and what competitors are doing to improve their SEO, all before you're about to show them a demo site. So it weaves perfectly into the demo site, and the report looks something like this. So obviously you've got the first tab here, which is the first impressions and messaging of their tab, with the website structure and navigation, conversion elements, trust and proof signals, content issues, mobile experience. This is just the first tab. Then we've got the SEO audit, we've got the executive summary, current site issues, what they're not doing well, a keyword strategy. These are all keywords that they're not using and that they could use. Like this document goes on, and it's not AI slop. This is valuable stuff they can actually implement going forward. And then this is the big one, so competitor analysis. So the custom GPT runs competitor analysis within a 5 to 10 mile radius of this company's registered business address, and it looks out companies and looks at what they're doing well. For example, Wood Roofing, and it looks at what they're doing well, and we can emulate and take from that company and use in our own SEO campaigns. Now you can imagine, if you're showing in this audit, this report, which is all custom to their company, and then you go ahead and show them a website that looks like this, they're going to be pretty blown away. And what you're doing there is, you're not just providing value and trust and credibility, and you're actually showing them something, you're removing yourself and separating yourself from all the other agencies. And you're making sure that you have a massive outlier and improving your close rate significantly. So on the sales call, you're not going to pitch immediately, you're not going to talk about features or throw your pricing out there. You're going to clarify their situation, you're going to show them the audit, you're going to show them the demo website, and you're going to provide value to their business. Really, really important. And that's going to do the heavy lifting for you. So the audit and the demo website is going to do the heavy lifting for you. The positioning is not going to be rebuild websites and do SEO. It's going to be most businesses in your position lose leads because the site doesn't support how people search anymore. And then you're going to show them how we're going to fix that. And again, the sales call structure, you're going to lean heavily on those assets that I showed you. Now, once you close the client for fulfilling, getting the website live is so simple. You're going to send them a simple form collecting their assets. You're going to collect their logo, any images they want. You're going to get their business details. And the delivery process is you or your developer is going to make the final site adjustments. You're going to check their mobile. You're going to get the SEO set up. And literally on Lovable, to set a website as live, you go up and you click publish. And then you literally publish the website by clicking update. And then it's going to ask you, let me just show you how you add their custom domain. It is very, very simple. So you're going to go down and you're going to go to settings. And then you're going to go to domain. And then you can see you have two options, add existing domain and purchase new domain. If they already have domain on Squarespace or GoDaddy, you literally click connect domain. And it's going to ask you for the domain, and it takes 30 seconds. And then you just add it, and then boom, the site is live. It literally could not be any simpler. And that's it. Like, the client has a clear timeline, they have minimal involvement, the handoff is simple, it's all a very smooth process. And this entire system works because we have a genuinely valuable offer. The process is very repeatable, we're leveraging AI, the value is very, very obvious. And from the client's perspective, they're just getting a better website without any of the normal friction. So that's why this works so well. Literally all you have to do is just follow this process. That's what you're doing, that's what we're doing in my agency. As you can see here, we are sending out tens of thousands of emails every single week, just getting this offer in front of people. So use this video, go out and take action and just run this entire process. However, now that you know how to sell AI websites for local businesses, it's useless if you don't know how to create the actual website. So make sure to watch this video next because it will show you exactly how I create beautiful $4,000 websites for clients step by step.
You don't need weeks to build a $2,000 website. You need 5 years. Because right now, most service businesses are losing customers every single day. Not because they don't have traffic, but because their websites don't convert. And the crazy part is that fixing it is way easier than anyone thinks. I've built 3 7-figure agencies, worked with over 1,500 small businesses, run thousands of campaigns, and today I do it all as a one. Person agency with 0